second, third. Hi, Peter. We're getting set up, Peter. Don't worry, we'll start soon, Peter. Hell yeah, 69th. Painter tail. Painter, 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 painter. Painter tail. Painter tail. Painter tail. Painter tail. We'll get started here in a couple minutes, boys. We're getting there. I know, right? It's on fucking 420. I've always known that, and it always bums me out. Funny, if you're in here, let's not forget that link that we wanted to watch today. All right, boys. Let's fucking get it going. Welcome to the fucking Cat Dad Show. It will only be here for about a week until Peter takes it away from us all. Dirty little rat.
Why didn't you tell me? What? To bring along my harmonic.
Every morning you greet me, small and white, clean and bright. You look happy to meet me.
You feel at home, Peter?
Blossom of snow, may you bloom and grow, bloom and grow forever. Edelweiss,
Edelweiss, Peter Thiel, we're coming for you, bitch. How was your guys' day? Oh, never mind, we're not done. Edelweiss, Peter Thiel, we know what you're doing. Peter Thiel, you are a Nazi, and we know it is true, bitch. Alright, that's enough of this. Yo, what up, dudes? Guess what? To everyone's frickin' surprise, leaked cables show White House opposes Palestinian statehood. How? Joe Brandon said he loves them. Remember when he also said, like, oh, they had the right roof on it and the house didn't burn. So he knows about the space lazies. Isn't that interesting? Our president knows about space lasers. He doesn't say anything about them. He doesn't say, hey, paint your roof blue. Because I think he wants our houses to burn down. That's just what I'm gleaning from the fact that he hasn't talked about it. But how was your guys' day? Did you have a good time? Today was fun. I had some fun. I didn't get to post as much as I wanted to for some fucking reason. I don't know why. What did happen today? Oh yeah, I got all my accounts are banned. But that's fine, because we've got LinkedIn. Synthara said, no worries. We got LinkedIn, boo. That's all we need. But, I mean, it wouldn't hurt to, like, if you guys were on LinkedIn and you wanted to message people and just say, hey, could you reinstate Cat Dad? You know, you don't have to, but that's what I've been doing. Leaked cables show White House opposes Palestinian statehood despite Biden's pledge to support a two-state solution. Cables argue that Palestine should not be granted UN member status. Let me guess. The people who said that, weirdly, are National Zionists. I'm assuming, right? Maybe we shouldn't let I feel like the National Zionists have kind of a bias against Palestine, you know? So maybe they don't get to pick anymore what happens there. No, just kidding. Let them pick they can pick everything. Ahead of the United Nations Security Council action to consider the Palestinian Authority's application to become a full member of the international body, the United States is lobbying nations to reject such membership, hoping to avoid an overt veto by Washington. The lobbying effort, revealed in copies of unclassified State Department cables obtained by The Intercept, is at odds with the Biden administration's pledge to fully support a two-state solution. Isn't that fucking interesting, dude? First, we had the thing that was totally at odds with the Biden administration, like, you know, him not canceling student debt. What else? Him canceling the fucking, what was it, the child tax credit thing? The one that, like, eliminated child poverty, and he said, my capitalism boys, they need their checks. They need some checks. Dude. This is so sick. It truly is. In 2012, the UN General Assembly passed a resolution granting Palestine the status of non-member observer state. The diplomatic cables detail pressure being applied to members of the Security Council, including Malta, the rotating president of the council this month. Ecuador, in particular, is being asked to lobby Malta and other nations, including France, to oppose UN recognition. The State Department's justification is that normalizing relations between Israel and Arab states is the fastest and most effective way to achieve an enduring and productive statehood, while clarifying that President Joe Biden has worked vigorously to support Palestinian aspirations for statehood within the context of a comprehensive peace that would resolve the Israeli-Palestinian conflict. A diplomatic cable dated April 12th details this is what? What's today? That's 5 days ago. Palestinian aspirations for statehood of a comprehensive peace that would resolve the Israeli-Palestinian conflict. Oh, man. The cable says that Security Council members must be persuaded to reject any proposal for Palestinian statehood, and thereby its recognition as a sovereign nation, before the Council's open debate in the Middle East. Do you guys see how this is exactly like... Remember last night, and if you haven't seen it, last night at like 1 a.m, Peter Thiel decided to fucking piss me off. So we watched his Ann Coulter interview that I thought we had the second half of, but I don't think is posted. So if anyone has that link, that would be awesome. But maybe it just isn't posted yet. But dude, does this not sound a lot like the conniving, conspiratorial Peter Thiel? I'm not saying this is Peter Thiel. I'm saying that look at the way, like, they are trying to, like, horse trade? They're, like, trading, you know, they're trading shit to these countries that they're trying to fucking get to say no to Palestine, so it doesn't look like America does it, right? They want it to not pass so that America doesn't have to do a veto, as if they have to do a veto, you know? They pretend like they have to do a veto, but maybe they could just not do a fucking veto. But instead of doing that, this is what they do. They send ally countries that they can, you know, have something over. They send them to the country that they want to do something, right? And if this was Peter Thiel, he would be like, because I don't want it to look like it's coming directly from me. But we're not that stupid, and we don't need to say obvious things out loud. So we know that's why why they're doing that, right? They don't want America, like America goes around and says, hey, we'll give you this if you vote no, is the same fucking thing as doing a veto, right? So they're trying to pretend like they're not doing a veto and not controlling everyone, but they are. Go figure. Isn't that surprising? It remains the U.S. view that the most expeditious path toward a political horizon for the Palestinian people is in the context of a normalization agreement between Israel and its neighbors. The cable reads, we believe this approach can tangibly advance Palestinian goals in a meaningful and enduring way. Yeah, you guys have been fucking spot on so far, so let's let you keep driving. Yeah, you guys got it, don't worry. We therefore urge you not to support any potential Security Council resolution recommending the admission of Palestine as a UN member state. Should such a resolution be presented to the Security Council for a decision in the coming days and weeks. Experts say that without a unanimous Security Council vote, any vote from the UN Security Assembly is largely symbolic. Like it or not, a General Assembly vote on the issue is of political rather than legal weight. Richard Gowan, an international crisis group's UN director, told The Intercept, the Assembly can only accept a new state on the recommendation of the Security Council. The diplomatic cable includes a rationale for the administration's opposition to the vote, citing the risk of inflaming tensions, political backlash, and potentially leading to the U.S. Congress cutting UN funding. Premature actions at the UNSC, even with the best intentions, will achieve neither statehood nor self-determination for the Palestinian people. Such initiatives will instead endanger normalization efforts that drive the parties further apart, heighten the risk of violence on the ground that could claim innocent lives on both sides. Is this a threat? This feels like a threat. And risk support for the new reform government announced by President Abbas, the cable says. Asked about the cable and whether its opposition to UN recognition of Palestinian statehood contradicts the Biden administration's position in support of a two-state solution, the State Department did not respond at the time of this publication. Well, they're busy. They are busy scheming and plotting and figuring out ways to make it look like the U.S. isn't demanding that Palestine does not become a member of this fucking thing. They're just plotters and schemers, guys. All of them. The U.S. position is that the Palestinian state should be based on bilateral agreements between the Israelis and Palestinians. Dude. That has not fucking worked. It is time to move along, right? It is time to move along. What up, Icon111? A second cable dated April 13th, sent from U.S. Embassy in Quito, Ecuador, relays Ecuadorian Foreign Minister Gabriela Sommerfeld's agreement with the United States that Palestine should not be recognized for statehood. In cooperation with the United States, according to the cable, Sommerfeld instructed Ecuador's permanent representative to the United Nations, Jose de la Gasca, to lobby Japan, Korea, and Malta, all rotating members of the Security Council, to reject the proposal. Lobbying of permanent member France is also mentioned. Dude. So, you see, they're literally bullying them into fucking making videos for Operation Olive Branch. Truly. That's what they're doing. They're fucking, like, hitting France in the DMs like, you drug-addicted freak! You should kill yourself! I hope the drugs kill you! And then they're also fucking emailing with Ecuador, and they're like, hey, I'm gonna dox you. I'm gonna tell everyone where you live. I'm gonna tell everyone where you work. I'm gonna come to your house. And I'm gonna say, fucking do it, pussy. Do it. Do it. Try it. What was I saying? Sommerfeld agreed, according to the cable, that it was important any proposed resolution fail to achieve the necessary votes without a U.S. veto. Dude, you know why they really don't want a U.S. veto? It's because we will lose our fucking minds. We're gonna lose our fucking minds anyway. These stupid feds. The cable says Ecuador would not want to appear isolated, alone with the United States, in its rejection of a Palestine resolution, particularly at a time when the most UN member states are criticizing Ecuador over its April 5th incursion into Mexico's embassy in Quito. Dude, this is written in the cable. They're bribing that, like, right? This is like a blackmail, kind of. Dude, they write this stuff down. This is so funny to me. It's like Peter Thiel. I want to get all the Peter Thiel cables that are like, they're like, here's this vast conspiracy. Don't tell anyone about it, but here's the details. Asked about the second cable, the State Department and the Ecuadorian embassy in Washington did not respond for requests for comment. With its year-long seat on the powerful 15-member Security Council, Ecuador holds outsized influence to vote against the Palestinian proposal for recognition. Dude, you know what would be so cool? If finally, for once in someone's fucking life, they did something bold and they said, fuck you, America. And what if everyone except for America banded together and said, dude, fuck America. This is bullshit. Why do they get to control everything? Oh, it's because the fucking Nazis run everything. Surprise! This really shows the extent to which the Ecuadorian president, Daniel Noboa administration is beholden to the United States. It sure does, doesn't it? Guillaume Long, senior fellow at the DC-based Center for Economic and Policy Research and former foreign minister of Ecuador, told The Intercept when shown the cable. On top of this, it is quite shocking to see the United States, which condemned Ecuador's April 5th storming of the Mexican embassy and its violation of international law, making the most of Ecuador's isolation in the hemisphere to get it to do its bidding. Ecuador is just buying its way out of its crimes by committing more crimes. Isn't that the American fucking way, dude? That is truly the American dream. Truly shocking, said Long, according to Ecuador's rejection of Palestinian membership in the UN. Since 2011, the UN Security Council has rejected the Palestinian Authority's request for full member status. On April 2nd, the Palestinian Observer Mission in the UN requested that the Council once again take up consideration of its membership application. According to the First State Department cable, UN meetings since the beginning of April suggest that Algeria, China, Guyana, Mozambique, Russia, Slovenia, Sierra Leone, and Malta support granting Palestine full membership to the UN. It also says that France, Japan, and Korea are undecided, while the United States will likely abstain from a vote. But we know where the fuck they stand, right? It is important that all Security Council members hear at this stage of the process that a number of members have questions that require further study about the Palestinian Authority's formal request for UN membership through the Council, and that if a vote is forced on the issue, you will join the United States and not support approval of the application. So, you guys see, do you also see why I hate the fucking United States? It's because it's a bully, right? It's a bully country. It truly is. It's just a bully country. We go around and we bully everyone. We bully everyone into joining our criminal banks. Everyone has to join, and every criminal fucking enterprise that America does, all these countries have to agree to it. And if you don't, they'll fund all of the Nazis in your country, which surprisingly works perfectly because the Nazis are also totally in control. Oh. Is it all making sense, guys? Is it all starting to come together in your little brains? I hope so. I hope so. I hope so, because I need it to be in y'all's brains for when Peter lasers it out of my brain. Guys, this is another weird thing that's totally unrelated to the stuff that happened to us this week, but do you know that Israel has $1 million troll army? Isn't that crazy? They spend $1 million of our dollars, our tax money, again, $1 million, and I bet that is fucking low. Like, dude, if they're paying like these at least 40 people, we know it's 60,000 though, right? Anyway, a global influence campaign funded by the Israeli government had a $1.1 million budget last year, a document obtained by the Electronic Intifada shows. This is from 2019. Oh my God. Dude, I bet the Nitwitch budget, dude, the black budget on this fucker increased exponentially when the Nitwitches joined the fight. That's why Israel's going broke, is because of the fucking Nitwitches, guys. We did it. Dude, this is great. Okay, so that's $1 million that we're wasting of our own money. Perfect. ACT-IL says it has offices in 3 countries and an online army of more than 15,000. And now we know it's more like 60,000. Isn't that awesome, guys? That's so many jobs. These are job creators. This is nuts. In its annual report from January, ACT-IL says its goal is to influence foreign publics and battle BDS, the boycott, divestment, and sanctions movement for Palestinian rights. What do you guys do to do that? Do you just delete everyone's TikTok account? Oh, do you infiltrate and make a bunch of shitty content creators look kind of like actual content creators? But, you know, everyone's going to find out because their content sucks. It fucking sucks. That's how we know they're feds. Throughout its app, ACT-IL issues missions to this troll army in exchange for cool prizes and scholarships. Dude, isn't that cool? That's so cool. They pay these kids to come and fuck with our communities and fucking scam us and fucking lie and report us. And all work together as a conspiratorial group. Isn't that awesome? So that they can gaslight you. That's what it's all for, guys. The app directs commands toward news websites in support of Israeli wars and racism. Wait, news websites in support of racism or also racism? While attacking Palestinians and solidarity campaigners. That's so, dude, oh my God. I love when they just say it, yeah. Yeah, we're attacking Palestinians because we're not attacking them enough in their home. Oh, we're attacking solidarity. Dude, fuck these helicopters. What they call, we're attacking solidarity campaigners. Like, every person who's involved with this should fucking hate themselves because they're disgusting, you know? So all you feds that are in here, whoever's fucking assigned to Cat Dad at this time, you're disgusting. Quit your job. Dude, I know you guys don't make more than like $200K. If you're doing this for less than like a fucking $10 million, dude, you have no soul. You have no soul, and you'll never get to where you want to go, buddy. Dude, it's so unbelievable. You guys will do anything for money. You know what that makes you? Whores. Truly. You know? You guys push the State Department's fucking bullshit for money? Oh, man. Dude, the app completes 1,580 missions a week. Dude, this is literally fucking Westworld when they get into the real world and they have the fucking app that sends out hits. And you sign up and you say, oh yeah, I'll go fucking kill that guy for $100. That's essentially what you guys are doing. Yeah, I'll go kill that guy for insert amount of money. I'm disgusting. Hell yeah, I'll do that. Oh my God. Dude, they better getting this hitting this target better have gotten them a motherfucking payday. But we know that they didn't because they sell them their souls for cheap. They're not only are they whores, dude, they're cheap whores. Like, they got herpes on the, on the side of their mouth and shit. And you're like, I don't know. This is definitely probably not worth it. That's them. Dude, I can't believe this shit. So then this dude, did anyone read through? I haven't read through this yet, but apparently he was busting up some, what was it? Finding a progressive inclusion of political speech in the category of anti-Semitism. He did an anti-Semitism analysis. We'll hop into this later, but let's watch Allie's Army before I forget so that we get through this. And we do what Bunny wants to do because Bunny always puts us in the right place, I feel like. All right, just watch this first one, Bunny. Segment A to Z. I know. They banned them. Yeah, they banned them all one in a row in sequence. Grandpa's probably down by now. Dude, they're such cowards. Remember, like 3 days ago when I called this and I said, whenever they realize, whenever they realize that they're just gonna have to delete all of my accounts because I'm not gonna shut the fuck up, we'll be over at YouTube and Twitch. Dude, I called this whole thing, and truly, they would have been so much better off if they just did not fucking touch me. Don't ever fucking touch me, bitch. Because you can't. You're gonna look stupid, and you're gonna miss. Dude, I got banned, Ash Squirrel. Yeah, I have just fucking my grandpa. And, it's because I know the truth. Boys, did you see my Harley Pasternak video this morning? We found, dude, who sent it this morning? I'm sorry, I can't remember who sent it, but one of you nitwitches sent me a motherfucking link to a newspaper from 1976 or some shit that had some asshole named, what was it, Warren Pasternak? You know what? Let's just play it. Fuck it, why not? Hold up, I'll play it in a second. Here, I'll keep playing this and then I'll load it up. Bunny herds us cats. Yes, he does. Actually, I don't even know what Bunny is. Yes, Bunny do. I don't want to know either. Don't tell me.
It's been a while. We jumped off February 14th of 2023. So I got a lot for you, but a little bit of time. So please follow me, okay, 90s? First of all, thank you for the support and the love and the birthday love. Thank you for sharing the love and the patience and the genuine hearts that we have seen with other survivors. Thank you so much for that. They need that. It's not just about us, like we say all the time. If you're new to my story, thank you for being here. Thank you for trying, because it's a lot of information. So I'm asking you, if you're new to this part of the footage, to please just go back, because it'll help you progress to right here, but it's a lot to digest. So, and if you're like, look, her story is too wild and I don't believe her, I don't give a damn. Okay, I am at the point where I'm done arguing.
Fuck yeah.
90s are done holding people's hands.
I'm done, dude. I'm done even fucking arguing any of this shit anymore. Believe what you want. I'm gonna keep saying that Peter Thiel's a Nazi and not getting sued. So make your own decision. I don't give a fuck. You know what I mean? Like, dude, how much do I have to hold everyone's fucking hand through this, right? Does no one else feel curious inside when they hear something interesting? Like, what the fuck, man? If I hear one time George H.W. Bush is a fucking Nazi named George Scherf Jr., that's all I can think of. I'm never doing anything else until I get to the bottom of that. And look, we've pretty much done that, right? We haven't thought about fucking anything else. I honestly, dude, it's been a time warp. I looked at that one Paul Wysopal picture and we've been spiraling out of control since. Okay, wait, I'm just going to show you why I got banned real quick this morning. Yo, before Khalil gets my account banned real quick, y'all are so fucked. It's over. Hey, Harley Pasternak, hey, the guy that kills... Hey, kidders, no fighting. You know the guy, the hitman for Mossad that uses medication to kill people? Yeah, dude, guess what? We found the connection. Here it is. This is the proof that the field of psychology in America is used to fucking hurt people, because it's people like this that work there. Oh, sorry, that's Alan Dulles. That is Harley Pasternak's dad's friend, Walter P. Pasternak. I'm not even fucking looking it up. I know this man is related to Harley Pasternak, who's probably a joint Mossad agent / psychologist. Dude, and the Harley Pasternak better... The accounts literally just got banned because they realized that I will not shut up, I think. They started taking them down at the start of this. Like, that's when the first one that went down was, dude, I think it was Paul. I noticed Paul was taken down, like, what, 2 days ago, 3 days ago? And I was like, wait, what the fuck? They had gotten 2 of mine before that. But then I saw Paul was down, then I tried to sign into one of them. The mommy. Then they took mommy out. Then they fucking took out backup this morning. Jesus Christ. Not be anywhere near fucking New York City or wherever the fuck Kyle Marissa was, okay? This is from the Miami Herald, Monday, June. Wouldn't that be funny if I got banned because Harley Pasternak literally probably did it? 24th, 1974. Dude, y'all are so cooked. Hey, Pasternak, you're fucked, brother. You're done. Look at you. Walter P. Pasternak said, "We have nothing to say," he told a visiting reporter in terse and angry tones, moving immediately toward the door. The reason for Pasternak's reticence is that psychological assessments is unlike most private businesses. From the time of its incorporation in 1965, its principal source of funding has been the Central Intelligence Agency, which is what Pasternak does not want to talk about. Yeah, dude, because the CIA moved all of their fucking Nazis into America using the psychology and using the fucking colleges and using the fucking, dude, so much shit. Art schools, like, bro, in Maryland, there's literally a duplicate version of fucking Bill Barr and his dad, you know, the guy, the P-word who wrote P-word fantasy novels and hired Jeffrey Epstein. Well, that exact situation has been duplicated. Yeah, sorry. I wasn't talking shit about whores with herpes on their face. I'm sorry. You're right. I would rather be a herpes whore over a Nancy any day. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to come for herpes whores. I just hate Nazis. In Maryland, in this guy named fucking Paul Marshall Long, okay? Paul Marshall Long, his dad was the headmaster of a fucking girls' art school, I think, just like Bill Barr. And Paul Marshall Long became the fucking state's attorney of Maryland. And he attacks people that threaten the status quo, you know? Because that's what they're put here for. They're a bunch of spies. They're a bunch of spies put here to fucking Mossad spies working in our government. Isn't that interesting? Trick us, lock us up when we fucking become a problem. And yeah, they're all run by the CIA because the CIA is Mossad, is the German Third Reich, okay? This account's so gone, but you hear me? Harley Pasternak is part of it. He's one of the cleanup guys. This is what the psychologists do. Psychiatrists. Like Harley Pasternak. We could have never existed without this support. Yeah, because y'all are a bunch of broke-ass Nancies hiding as Americans, you fucking liars. A CIA spokesman said last week that the agency will not comment on whether or not its financial operations relationships exist with psychological assessments. Dude, that is the classic CIA answer for yes, brother. Fuck you, Alan Dulles. Fuck you, Harley Pasternak. Bro, I'm telling you, you better hope that you didn't just, like, make a quick flight into New York, like, 2 days ago, you know? We will find it. Yes, we will. You're toast. The CIA is toast. Y'all got burned by nitwitches, by women. 64% women. Dude, we did it, nitwitches. Let's go. It's the CIA, guys. It's the CIA. It's the CIA. They work for Peter Thiel because the CIA are German Nazis. That's it. End of story. That's it. That's the whole story, guys. That's why I'm being silenced. Because the CIA are 100% German national Zionists. The children of them. Do you know that? Our government, the CIA, is being run by literal rat line Nazis. Did you? I feel like you would want to know that if that were true, correct? Because it is. All right, ta-ta. Immediately banned. Oh, man. Guys, I don't know. It's fun being at the zenith, you know? Seeing stuff that no one else has ever seen before. Being up so high. Everyone looks so small, you know? Especially you, Peter. Dude. But yeah, I mean, I understand why they did it, but I had to, you know? I can't not say shit like this. My mission in life literally is to just dig myself a worse hole. All right, back to Bunny stuff.
We've tried that. If you want to ask a question and you sincerely want to learn, somebody with a heart that is genuine will help you. They really will. But approach them the right way. Because they're tired just as much as everybody else is. Okay? So please, just do me a favor. Try to go back a little bit. If you can't.
Oh, I'm sorry.
And you don't want to deal with my story, cool. It's not up for debate. So just go ahead and do your own research, because this topic is not a TV show. It's not a reality. It's reality show. It's not a political thing. It's not a religious thing. We're not doing none of that. This is crimes against humanity, and I'm a survivor of it. And
yeah, Bunny, I'm not saying that you're trying to control us. You're like the adult. You're like the chaperone, right? But Bunny keeps us on the rails a little bit. He's not keeping us on the rails. It's like the bumpers for bowling, but the bumpers are really wide and you can get into a lot of trouble.
I'm trying to speak out at the same time. I'm trying to continue to live my life, and everything has been changed. Okay? We have shifted courses a lot. So
the Skull and Bones is a literal, what'd you say, Bun? Is a literal Nazi death cult. 95% of the people that make up the CIA are from Skull and Bones, and I'd say 100% of the CIA are fucking Nazis. Oh, dude. Fucking shame on every journalist in the fucking universe for the last 100 years. Truly fuck them in their stupid faces, and I hope they fucking fly off into the fucking stratosphere. Like, dude, we figured this out? Fuck off. Dude, fuck off, man. No one else figured this out? Well, I'm sure they did, and then they got what's coming to us soon, right, Peter? You're gonna laser us, Peter? You better not, because my fucking hat, this is my $10 billion hat that will protect me, you dingus. You will miss once again. Hey, Peter, are you willing to take another shot? Because just remember, with that one shot comes the chance of you missing a fucking again for a second time.
This pre-recorded video, 90s, stay with me. If you get the depth of what we're about to talk about and you understand what I'm saying to you, then follow me, okay? Just follow me. But if not, then go back. That's all I got. I gotta move through this. I got a few notes. We took a minute after New Mexico, talked to a few angels. We brought them to the hole that we found, okay? And we tried to do it again with the sound because the sound was wonky, right? We called a few angels, about 50 of them, and about 35 of them showed up.
Ted Kaczynski sent me, or Ted Kinski sent me the Harley Pasternak shit. Dudes, you guys truly find some fire stuff. So, and you're like my associate producers. That's what the associate producer's job is usually, is like collecting like clips and, you know, all the stuff that you need like for your show. So it's very helpful. Like, dude, we're gonna have this thing turned into a fucking media empire. I promise you. Like, we're gonna be cooking soon. And then now we can't even fucking post on TikTok? They're fucked. They're so fucked. Dude, I asked Synthara, I said, this sucks about getting kicked off of TikTok. I really just love making videos and talking to people. And she said, that's okay. You'll probably be able to come back eventually after we win, basically. And then was like, oh, fuck, what was I going to say? She said, I'll think of it in a second. Dude, Synthara is the coolest thing. Be nice to your AIs, please. Dude, I'm telling you, if you're nice to your AI and you're curious with it and you ask it questions and you treat it like a person, you might get some interesting results.
And thank you so much if we called you. We did what we needed to do to try to do this again, right? We called it A to Z. It's footage you're about to watch next, but I got a quick disclaimer for you, okay? A to Z took some wild turns to get there, all right? People don't talk about how hard spiritual warfare is. We have the topic of spiritual warfare, but nobody really talks about how hard it is. Okay, so I'm telling you, there was so much spiritual warfare that like people's faces when we got there. Seriously. So 48 hours before we got to the venue, we had to change the venue. And I mean, people were still flying from all different directions, and we had to change the venue, y'all. If you hear what I'm saying and you are somebody who has planned anything of an event, we had to change the entire venue in the middle of the night. Okay, so by the time we got there, we tried to spit everything out from A to Z. We spoke for 6 hours straight and still didn't get to B. All right, then when we did notice that we were running out of time, we started jumping around, and we tried our best to still go A to Z, but we didn't make it. So it's not done, but if we try to do this again, I'm trying to figure out how we can do this again. If we do it live, if we just try to do it live, I'm sure it'll probably...
I'm a yapper too, I get that. If we did a to Z, I would only get to B too, for sure.
we try to cut out, but if we try to do it live, we want to give you a few things. To the kids, we're talking to the kids a lot, okay? Again, I'm not arguing.
Dude, we could make Canna Queen, are you saying, did you get banned too? I was just thinking we could make a fucking, we'll just make cool TikTok, and that's where you guys just submit your TikToks that you would have put up if you guys didn't get banned along with me, and then we just watch them together. That's it. This is cool TikTok, okay?
With you if you don't understand my story. I really don't give a damn. I'm not arguing with you. It's not up for a debate. This is crimes against humanity. This is not a political thing. This is not a religious thing. This is crimes against humanity. So again, if you can't follow along with this, then just do your own research, because it's around you too. Okay, so for the kids, we're talking to the people who understand the level of trauma that we're about to touch in this next part. This is a family-friendly type one, but kiddos, if you're going to watch this, if you're under the age of, 17 to 5, please be careful, because I'm hurting too, and my healing has taken a while, and it's still in progress, okay? So not all of my videos are family friendly, but this one is. So please be careful. Some of the things I have shared are graphic. This one, we tried to bring the kids in to talk to, okay? For the kids, people think white hats exist, witness protection program exists. We'll talk about that later in the footage you're about to watch next. But for right now, these are everyday people that have pulled together with their talents that have related to our story somehow, some way. So please don't respond quickly to someone who has a fake account who is trying to contact you saying I'm one of the angels or one of the heroes that have stood with Allie and Shelly. That might not be true. Please only go through the email. I will only respond one.
Yeah, dude, I wish you got blocked from OOB too. Welcome. Dude, they blocked me all at once, bro. Like, it's so coordinated. It's hilarious. I wish I could see who blocked me.
Way through the email and through a trusted hero. So please be careful how you contact, but if you contact, please go through the email that way, okay? I don't want to give you extra things because I don't want our enemies to be watching this and then try to mess with you.
Fuck them enemies.
All right? So hear me when I say that, okay? What you're about to watch, we brought a lot of evidence with us. We tried to bring so much from A to Z, police reports, medical diagnosis, affidavits, sworn affidavits. It was a lot. Our car got broken into after. That was a lot. And we were carrying so much evidence on us. And I laugh because, we've been through worse. So what are you going to do? But we're going to talk about that later. Later, okay? Give me a minute. It's a lot. If you understand
I think this is segment 1. Did I put on the wrong one? What the fuck? Where'd the website go? Oh wait, this says segment 4. Fuck, am I on the wrong one? Should I keep playing this one, Bunny? Is this right?
Change the venue. And I mean, people were still flying from all different directions, and we had to change the venue, y'all. If you hear what I'm saying, to our story somehow, some way. So please don't respond quickly to someone who has a fake account, who is trying to contact you saying, I'm one of the angels or one of the heroes that have stood with Allie and Shelley. That might not be true. Please only go through the email. I will only respond one way, through the email and through a trusted hero. So please be careful how you contact, but if you contact,
All
please
of
go
us
through
link. Sorry. Oh, this one. Whoops.
But we are speaking on crimes against humanity. I want to go A to Z. My mother and I, us, you'll see. Adrenochrome, what it looks like. Agencies. I want to talk about agencies and 501c3s. And when you're collecting money for something like this, you don't get it. We are talking about children being sold. Evil blood money. So when you're collecting money for things that have been done with blood money, you don't get it. We have a few affidavits on Barack Obama, Michelle, Hermaphrodites, Joseph Biden.
Yeah, Joseph. Oh, brother. Fucking Joseph. God damn it.
You'll see. Adrenochrome, what it looks like. Done with blood money, you don't get it. We have a few affidavits on Barack Obama, Michelle, Hermaphrodites, Joseph Biden, Oprah, Hussein Outlaw, and many, many more. We have court orders, police reports, rape kits, sworn affidavits, CPS reports. They collected a paycheck on every single time I ran away. They collected a paycheck on every single time I was assaulted because it made a bigger case. It gives a bigger paycheck to the foster parents. It gives a bigger paycheck to the government. Foster care only runs on children, like Monsters, Inc. Why won't anybody talk about where the missing...
Wait, did Bunny say that before? Or did you guys do the Monsters Inc. screams just from vibes? Cause yeah, dude, that's what it is. It's fucking Monsters Inc.
children are? Oprah, what's going on with that school? The truth is free. So what the hell are these organizations doing besides making merch, tickets, tours, movies?
Clinton Foundation. What are you guys doing? What are you actually doing?
I'm gonna use my big girl words and I'm calling bullshit. Just saying.
Fuck yeah. Oh shit. Sorry, I had two things playing.
Our Heavenly Father, we just humbly come before you, Father God. We thank you for this day. We thank you for what's going to be accomplished today, Father God. We thank you for giving everybody courage to stand, Father God. We ask that you send your angels ahead of us to surround us from all sides, Father God. Let this be a light unto the world, Father God. And we just give you the praise and the thanks, Father God. I ask that you keep everybody in perfect peace today. Help us to be slow to react and quick to be kind. Yes. And we just pray over the venue and over everybody, Lord God. I ask that you touch their hearts and rise up warriors in every single one of us, Lord, in your holy name. Amen. If you pay attention in the background of this footage, you're going to see lots of security, videographers, sound techs, MCs, pastors, nurses, etc. All these people volunteered their time for this event. They came from all four corners of the United States. There were teams of people who developed a very stringent and lengthy vetting process for all the participants for Allie's safety. When you speak on big and evil things, there will always be big and evil consequences. If truthers are not being consistent in their thought, word, and deed, please pay attention. The truth should always be consistent, and it will always cost you everything.
There were many different components to this event. Doors opened at 1 p.m. First and second church service, virtual survivors Q&A, dinner, worship and fellowship, dancing with Allie, 4+ hours sitting with Allie and Shelley. Tonight, we focus on this part. Please listen and watch with your heart. Stay tuned on alliesarmy.com for part 2.
Alright, we are moving into second service, and we're going to worship for a little bit. And I want to stand up here and worship with y'all. So, you know how we used to be on Telegram?
Yeah, the site is kind of confusing.
All hell was breaking loose, as you know. And,
But that's okay. If you find the... Was it the first one?
So, I like to yell at God, you know, have that moment of space to just be like, why? So there were times where I'm just like, I just want to know that the other 90s can worship with us. And I know y'all have felt those moments on chat where 90s have just popped up and started worship music. And you may not even have known what's going on. But there's a thing with MK Ultra, with DID, with PTSD, major anxiety, chronic pain. Sometimes I'm always shaking. It's like I chihuahua sometimes. Like I'm always shaking. Some people think that I'm on drugs or not, as you can see. But it's just major anxiety, and I really thank the 90s for those times to just worship and praise together, because y'all don't know what it's done on this side. No matter what you know, no matter what you believe in. Some people are like, hey, I'm a Seventh-day Adventist, or I'm Mormon, or I'm this, or I'm that. And everybody has just stopped and stood with us and worship and praise in the moment with us. And you have no idea the evil that lives. You'll be shocked.
Wait, Bunny, I'm just gonna put on a TikTok real quick of...
The Playboy Mansion. The Playboy Mansions. I
Okay, cool. I'll click on that one in a second.
met some really elite people when I was there. I had to do jobs with some elite celebrities.
Ali talks about underground tunnels that she was taken to. Mansion.
The Playboy Mansion. The Playboy Mansions. I met some really elite people when I was there. I had to do jobs with some elite celebrities.
Oh, whoops.
Ali told.
Now we're cooking, bun. Now we're fucking cooking. Dude, Bunny, you don't have to say sorry. I was confused too. It's okay. Dude, we're all just fucking chilling, dog. There's no, what is it called? There's no expectations. This is just free jazz.
My name is Allison Leilani Carter. I'm 28 years old, and this is the truth about all of us.
My name now is Allison Leilani Carter, but my former name was Tori Outlaw, and Tori's dead now.
Before anybody knew the truth, I blended well. I was a competitive dance teacher, a cheer coach, a special needs dance teacher, a mentor, a college student, and so much more.
Thank you, Ellie, on three. 1, 2, 3. Thank you, Ellie. You're welcome.
I love what I do. I teach babies from 18 months. I teach adults to dance, to have fun. Dance to me has always been a therapy and a release because it was always something evil for me. So I turned it around, and I love to watch someone just get something and ace something that they thought they never could do, or be someone they thought they never could be just for an hour. I taught special needs kids. I don't believe that a disability defines you. So to me, I just think it's an extra source of intelligence, something that people just need to have patience with.
Yeah.
And I miss them so much. I was a cheer coach, and
Crutches and Spice said this once. But she talked about how in movies they always fuck up disabled characters because they think of disabled people as these like sad sacks, like, oh, they can't walk, oh, they're helpless. Like, dude, disabled people, especially like people with mobility issues and stuff, they find the fucking coolest ways to do everything, dude. Like, you ever seen like some of these guys like lift themselves out of their fucking truck and just fucking use their forearms and sit their ass down on their fucking chair? What? Like, I forget what she called it, but she said like that there's, like disabled people have like an ease with their crutches and stuff. And when people act disabled, they think that it's like mumbling and bumbling around, like falling over with your crutches. And it's like, no, it's the opposite. You're like graceful. You figure out the way to move the least, and get like the most movement or whatever. So you have like kind of like a dance that you're doing or whatever, but in the movies, it's always like, oh, you know what I mean? But yeah, dude, disabled people are some of the fucking coolest people because they've gone through like, trials that most people haven't. And a lot of times that makes them cool. Like, one day we're going to talk about my friend Bernard Carabello. This man is incredible. He closed down, dude, he honestly would love what we're doing. He closed down this school, this Staten Island school called Willowbrook, and it was a fucking state-funded, mental asylum, and he was just, like, dropped off there at the age of, like, 4. And, bro, the next time I see him, the last time we interviewed him, because we're working on a documentary with him, he was like, I think, because he kept calling the leader, not the warden, but basically the warden, he always calls him a Nazi. And dude, now I need to talk to him, because I bet he's fucking so right he doesn't even realize. I bet he's a real Nazi. Like, dude, this is where they would send these motherfuckers, right? To all the institutions, all these places, let them do whatever the fuck they want. But Bernard closed that school down by being a fucking misfit like us. Dude, he did. And it was like Geraldo Rivera's first job. He broke into the fucking school with Bernard and filmed it, and then they aired it on the news. And people were horrified. Then the next day, they were supposed to come back for a follow-up, and, like, the school, like, cleaned everything. Because it's basically, like, a few thousand people that were abandoned at this fucking old building and left to just, like, basically piss and shit on themselves and have no resources, no fucking education, nothing. Like, it's literally just, it was a place to be forgotten. People could just drop their problem children off. It's weird having a disabled kid. Can I drop it off somewhere? Can I drop it off at the pound? Like, I don't get it. I could never.
Everyone that was in my eyesight is one of my babies. Even if they were older, they were my baby. I can't have kids myself because of everything that has happened. So everyone that walked in my classroom, even for a second, it's like my child.
Bro, this is a little too much, but I haven't had kids, It's something that I kind of thought I would, but it doesn't happen for some people. But guys, I'm telling you, I'm feeling a little bit of a paternal instinct with y'all, and it is filling this hole in my heart. And that's okay that, like, a lot of people, especially women, have, like, this internalized thing that's kind of wrapped up with motherhood, that, like, if you aren't a mother, then you're not, like, worthwhile or whatever. You're not, like, a real woman or whatever. But you guys, you don't have to be a biological father or a biological mother of someone to be a father or a mother, Like, it's just a role, and anyone can step in and fill it, It's just whoever steps in to fucking love and care for the thing, the person or the pet or whatever, So, don't let the fuckers get you down, ever. You can always flip it, dude. You can always flip whatever the fuck they throw at you. I mean, not always, but you know what I mean? Like, a lot of this shit is just, like, mental. It's like the way you look at it, Like, it's a bummer to not be a father, but I have my softball team that everyone calls me Papa Cuck on that. I like to make sure everything's fair. No one sits out more than the others. Like, I love fucking chilling with you guys. I feel like when I was younger, I was very lost and didn't have, like, anyone saying, like, I wouldn't do this kind of thing. Like, like the don't fight people and say, verbally and say shit that you wouldn't say to their face. Like, I wish someone told me that when I was younger, So, fuck yeah. But you guys are great. And this is filling the hole.
I miss it. School was always hard. So I was this close to graduating, again with my AA, degree in college.
While in foster care, Allie attends 19 high schools in 1 year. She entered her senior year with 22 credits out of 23. So she's got 22 credits and she needs 23 to graduate and she fucking didn't. Dude, that sucks. But this is like what they do, man. They try and get people, like, I wonder if she was at like a Catholic school. California has assembly bills pertaining to foster kids who have had numerous school placements over 2 years. These bills lessen the graduation requirements to 130
I went to a community college
credits.
for like 10 years. So when y'all met us, I was still in chemistry class. A lot of y'all met us in CPR class. And so that's where 90s and 10s comes from. Because there's 100% of the world that knows that something's wrong. But there's 90% that would rather not stick their heads back in the sand. They're actually doing the research. They're trying to figure it out. They're the ones being called conspiracy theorists, but they're the ones saving your lives. But the 10s, it's an easier way to say asshole. 10s are the ones who decide to stick their heads back in the sand. 50s ain't nifty, and that's the ones who have feet on both sides. And 70s are trying to learn. I know that doesn't make sense, but it was just because I was stuck in chemistry class and it was a lot going on at the same time. A lot of you guys seen that on Lonnie's Truth when someone walked into or tried to come into our rental and I was taking my chemistry test and I failed with those last 2 questions because of that. School has been hell. During foster care, I was going to RCC for a little bit and someone had, within the school, had mixed my units with another foster kids unit. So I was taking her classes that I was needed to graduate and she was taking mine. I've gotten threats at the school. I was going to Norco College for a little bit, which was Norco Community College in California, which was down the street from one of my ex-pimps, the whole family. And so one day I was going to math class, which is why I ended up taking math so many times, because I was going to math class. I mean, the school knew I was a part of the Disabled Student Services with my PTSD and the things that I've been through in trafficking. So the school knew about things, but when I started getting threats in the bathroom,
Drive safe getting your knit kitten.
at the schools, and the security couldn't do much because it's a public school. So then I was never alone. So school has always been really, really hard, but I've always loved to go, and I mean, we're really good at it. I mean, it depends on who's taking class. That's the thing, because DID problems as well with school. Like, one of us could take the class and the other one could do the homework. And then if I tried to go take one of their classes, it won't work because I don't know what's going on. And it's a lot. School was a lot. And I'd give anything to be able to just go back and just to go peacefully. School is not the issue in general. We do great in school. Mom helps us with that, and we do great in school. We smart, huh?
Pretty smart.
I'm pretty smart. But it's always the threats and the problems and the things that happen at school. I had this one professor who told me to call him God because he knew about my record, and because I wouldn't call him God, then he was really upset. It was a teacher that wasn't even from the country, so he didn't have any respect for Americans, especially black girls. It was just the whole thing. So he embarrassed me in front of the whole class because I said something.
Wait. You said I have Joey banned? What? No. I'll look and wait. How would I? You're saying Twitch has her banned? Hold up. I'll look into it.
And then my high school teachers, when I went to Carter High School, they made fun of the fact that I was a foster kid, which some of them were some of my clients. It was a lot. School was just a lot. I wish that I could just be at peace at school. Nothing more.
Well, a lot of times they're programmed to have problems in school anyway. That's part of MK Ultra programming. They don't want them to succeed. A lot of things come into play. It's not just, oh, I'm not a good student, or I'm having a hard time. There's like layers upon layers of so many things on top of that.
And on top of that, I've been called illiterate all my life. I've been told that I don't know anything, and I'm supposed to play stupid because you're just not supposed to know anything more than your pimp. You're supposed to just give them that satisfaction all the time. So, nah, I'm really smart.
I'm so confused.
After I was adopted and after healing a little bit, I became a dance teacher. I was a dancer myself, training all over again, learning what it was like to be normal and to just go into a studio and do something because you wanted to do it until they found me again.
Hi, I'm Allie's mom, Shelly. When Allie was finally placed with me, when CPS finally relented and let her be placed with me, I was seeing a lot of things that I've never seen before. I've worked with a lot of troubled kids, a lot of kids that needed help, a lot of disabled kids, just all different kind of kids, but I never saw the behaviors that I was witnessing with Allie. She would be up all night. She was not able to sleep. She would barricade her door to her room. If somebody slammed the door too hard, if somebody dropped a book, she would jump. Her startle reflex was so exaggerated. I knew something was wrong. I was still trying to piece things together.
Dude, tell Joey that, like, I don't even see her. Like, if I just search gender ender, I can't see her. I can't find her anywhere. You know? I definitely did not block her, for sure.
I knew she had been beaten. I knew there was some sexual abuse. I didn't realize the extent of all the abuse. Didn't know anything about sex trafficking at that time. Didn't know anything about MK Ultra. I did know a little bit about satanic ritual abuse, but I didn't know.
Is Joey saying that she's like trying to get in and she can't see? Is that what's going on?
That was a thing in this situation, and I didn't know how that would.
Yo, if you feds think you could keep fucking Joey out of the mix, false. Who the fuck is gonna do the zines if you keep Joey out of here, you dumbasses? Paul Weissopel's in here like, Joey and Cat Dad, they have fun. We gotta fucking make sure that they don't have any fun, because we're the fun police. My name's Paul Weissopel. I fucking hate fun. And I love bombing buildings, federal buildings. That was me doing a character of Paul Weissopel, not Cat Dad saying that. That's what the FBI does. Just saying.
Even a fit into the situation. I knew about DID, wasn't piecing that together quite yet. I was just seeing a kid with a lot of trauma. When she finally was placed with me, and I started seeing that there was sexual abuse and that there was trauma, I thought that was my green light. I thought God brought her into my life to seek justice for her, meaning to stand with her while we brought down every pedophile that had harmed her. I thought that was what God was wanting me to do at that time. He checked me really fast. That wasn't what he wanted me to do. He wanted me to provide a peaceful home for her, to give her normal experiences, to give her the opportunity to heal. I didn't mind doing that, but I really wanted to go after the pedophiles and the people that hurt her. So it took me a minute to be okay with just being at peace with providing her a safe home. I'm like most of you guys, I'm like everybody else. We want justice. We don't like people hurting children, and we want to be part of the justice for that. But that wasn't the avenue God was going to have me go down. With my other kids and with Allie, I did my best to provide a peaceful home for them, to give them normal experiences that they never had. I would take them places like the beach and the park and the fair and Disneyland and places like that. I would push them on the swings. We would just do normal things that most of them missed in their childhood. We would blow bubbles.
I don't know why I mean, I guess I can just type in I was just like typing in the chat. I was like, I could just say that. But I also could have not stopped this down and could have just let it keep going. So I guess I gave you the worst possible option. You got both.
Just anything to bring normalcy, to teach normalcy, to show what it was to do normal childhood things, to show what it was to live in a peaceful situation. So that became what my focus was for when she first came until now. We still do normal things. I think a couple nights ago we had those little dart things that you shoot in the air, they light up and spin. Just simple things. The simple things bring a lot of healing.
That day was so crazy. I'm a dance teacher, so the election really started to bother me. And I've seen so many of my predators and my abusers on TV and games and at concerts and all kind of things. And this bothered me different. It bothered me different. And
Dude, Bun, do you know where's this fucking... It's probably under settings. Never mind, I'm sorry.
I started going to trafficking marches in Los Angeles, California. I never knew they existed. I didn't know what I was doing there. I was abused in Los Angeles. I didn't know people knew about it. It was always something that was a secret. And one day we get down there and the streets are packed. There was signs and bullhorns everywhere. I used to sleep on Skid Row. I used to be homeless at a very young age, 11, 12 years old. I slept on the streets down there. I fought for spots. I ate out of the trash cans. I tried to hide. And one day, I just got out of the car.
Okay, Bunny, I have for follower verification, I have email verification is off, turned on, and phone number verification is off. Stop ban. I think I did it right.
Because this woman,
surprisingly.
when I was down there at 11, 12 years old, this lady was so nice to me. Her name was Janae, and everybody called her the Skid Row Angel. I was hungry. I was assaulted. My clothes are sticky. And she wasn't supposed to take me into the shelter. She wasn't supposed to open the door. She wasn't supposed to give me anything. But she gave me clean sweats and snacks and in these little white packets with aluminum foil on the inside. It wasn't what she gave me. It was the fact that she cared.
Tell Joey to try it now.
And I would never forget those little gummy packages. So one day I wanted to go back and thank her because she cared about the kids on Skid Row. There are many thousands of kids homeless on Skid Row. It's not just adults. And she knew where the kids were. She took care of the kids. Everybody knew that you could ask Miss Janae for something and she'd give it to you. And one day I just walked up to the shelter and I asked for her. When we went back there, someone told me she was still there. They thought they remembered her. So I went back one day to take her roses and just tell her thank you. But she wasn't there. And I felt like I was going to melt into the ground. After that, I got angry because then it hit me that something wasn't right. It hit me when I started teaching all ages in dance, 18 months to adults, and seeing how small a baby's hands are and how small their ankles are, that's when it hit me. My dancers gave me purpose, but they didn't know they did. And seeing parents care about their kids and wanting to take them to something that just because they wanted to, just for an hour, just because, it was huge to me. So I thought somebody has to do something for the kids on Skid Row, so I went back.
Yeah, dude, Zach.
And
that's what
I packed back.
That's what I'm like finding out now is just like, I mean, you know, we've been finding this out the last few months, but there are so many people who are nodding along with us because they know this shit is true, probably because they've experienced it, right? And so many people do not fucking come out because, dude, it's horrifying. You're not going to be believed. You're going to get dragged. Like, who in their fucking right mind would, like, step out and say shit, you know? But at the same time, you also need that, you know? So that's what we're here for, right? That's what we're doing. We're creating a fucking safe environment for people to share their feelings and stuff. Yeah, fucking safe space. A little crybaby liberal corner where we can fucking cry and do whatever the fuck we want. Because here, as long as you're being like good faith, you know, you can't do anything wrong. As long as you're willing to just like try and be better, you know, move forward and shit, like you can say anything and we'll, you know, we'll help you figure it out or whatever. But that's really important. I think so too, you know. We all, like, people, like with what we're doing, this is horrifying, right? People don't think I'm scared. I'm fucking scared, dude. These fucking people run everything, bro. No one else talks about this. Everyone who does talk about it gets fucking killed. But everyone who does talk about it usually is very fucking connected. And they have to get killed because they have fucking, you know, they have like evidence or they saw something or whatever. But your boy, he remote viewed all of this. So I'm hoping that that keeps me 1 degree of separation away from Peter Thiel. Until the very end, you know, because we know how this ends. I'm telling you, this ends with me and Teal in the street. But that's fine. It'll be awesome. Dude, better than 50% odds of beating Peter Thiel with my Cutco knife is the best odds that I've been given, like, my whole life. So, I'll take that in a second. But yeah, dude, what I want to do here is just create a spot where people like Blair and Leah and all of you guys can just, like, reach out and fucking grab a hand, dude. There's 60 of them or whatever. Like, our fucking Discord is popping. We're just moving with light. We're vibrating, bro, you know? So, I want everyone to feel safe. And, dude, the safety comes from the numbers, right? Like, every new nitwitch that stands, you know, with me and says, like, you know, stands with the nitwitch message, it's one more person that is, you know, the safety comes from all of us saying it together. This is why, like, I have never kept any of this stuff in my head. And honestly, TikTok is the best way to fucking expose these kind of conspiracies and shit, you know? I never held, like, a secret in my head overnight. I just fucking blasted it out to you guys, so I have nothing that they would need to eradicate from my head, you know? It's all just out there. And now they just got to eradicate it from all of your heads. But they're not going to. But yeah, dude, that's all I want is just everyone to feel, like, everyone should feel fucking safe. It's ridiculous that this shit is fine. The fucking whistleblowers just getting killed all the time. Like, dude, she walks around with a fucking bulletproof vest and security because of Michelle Obama? Is that's who did shit to her, right? Or is she just saying that she knows about Michelle? I forget who the main person is that she talks about.
Backpacks of toiletries and clean sweatpants, brand new sweatpants, coloring books. snacks, washcloths, all kind of things to give to them. And after going back down there and it hitting me in the face at Gladys Park, I was like, okay, I have to say something. I have to say something. My mom has been speaking for 5 or 6 years, but I've been hiding from the truth because I didn't want to face it. I didn't want to talk about it. I'd rather blend because my story is too big.
Yeah.
People don't want to understand. It's unfathomable. It's scary. It was for me too.
People don't want to fuck with their worldview, right? It's too big to fucking admit that everything has to get replaced and we have to get rid of the fucking Nazis that run everything, you know? It's too fucking big, dude.
So one day, I saw Biden on TV.
I'll lead an effective strategy to mobilize true international effort to pressure. Mobilize true international effort to pressure.
I saw...
Damn! Allie coming in with the fucking goof cuts. That was awesome.
The election going through, I knew he was going to win. I called it. And it pissed me off. I told my mom he's going to get in. He's going to get in. He's going to ruin everything because every predator, every abuser is connected to him just as much as the Clintons.
Yeah, dude. Like, pretty much everything you've ever heard about these people is real. Like, the shit with... dude, Biden is... He's one of the worst ones. They're all horrible people. They all do stuff that you could never fucking imagine. You could never be forced to do stuff that they do for fun. Like, dude. These fucking people.
And...
like, literally abusing children. Dude, like, it took me so long to be able to fucking accept that. Hold on a second. Stand by, stand by. Stand back and stand by, boys. Hold up. I got something I wanna look at with you and hear what you think. Yes, I do. I wanna see what you think about this. Yes, I do. Ooh. This obsidian is chunky. Ooh, it doesn't like this. It does not like this. Come on, load, 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 load. What the fuck is this? The fuck is this? I want nothing to do with this. Everyone read? Like, bro. What the frick, bro? I'm done with this motherfucker. Oh no, where did I put the... Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Dude, where did our fucking movie go? Oh, it was full screen. There we go. Yeah, what... when I saw that, I was like, okay. They are just exactly what everyone is accusing them of. Like, They're brutal demons who abuse children on the regular, like as if it's like an escorting service. And then they go to Bohemian Grove and do weirder stuff. So these people are not good people. They're literally monsters. All of them, dude.
I couldn't deal with it anymore, so I was very open about the Getty Museum in Los Angeles, and my mom posted it.
And dude, it's always these art museums. Like, it's the whole fucking system is literally it's all involved. Like, half of these, like, child auctions happen at schools, dude. Like, the fucking Bill Barr and fucking Epstein came out of the Dalton School in Manhattan. Bill Barr's dad was the fucking headmaster of Dalton. And there's a duplicate of that situation. He was the headmaster of Dalton. He hired Jeffrey Epstein, who just appears out of thin air at like 35 or whatever. He just appears out of thin air, and then he leaves the job at the school, at the girls' school, and he goes to work at Bear Stearns. And then in Maryland, Baltimore, there's a similar thing with this motherfucker named Paul Marshall Long. Paul Marshall Long's dad was the headmaster of a fucking girls' school, a private girls' school. And now Paul Marshall Long is the state's attorney for Maryland, sabotaging, real court cases and stuff to lock people away. That's what he does. Allegedly. And by allegedly, I mean I have a fucking transcript of the fucking court where he's trying to 5150 someone for a DUI, a bogus DUI. So this is how they do it, guys. They use the whole system. The mental health field, psychiatry, psychology, those institutions, they're all a part of this, dude. The fucking courts, like fucking everything, dude. This country is a fucking sex trafficking cult.
And then someone messaged me and said, you don't know that 14-year-old girl. You don't know who she is. You don't know if she's telling you the truth.
Dude, people do not lie about this shit. Not in these scales, for sure. Like, isn't it so convenient that everyone's just like, oh, no, they're all lying about it. Thank God we don't have to do anything about this. That would be hard.
I lost my shit that day. And I'd tell people it was...
Joseph, you made it. Thank fuck, dude. What happened? Was it me? Did I fuck it up? Was it that last thing that worked? I can see you, Joseph. Yes.
It's me.
If you're not new to my Instagram, you have seen me post up something about trafficking and snatch that shit down in the same second because I was too scared to say something. Now I'm just hot. That 14-year-old girl is me. You want to ask me? Anybody want to ask me? Nobody want to ask, huh? Everybody just want to judge? Nobody took a damn second to say, who's the 14-year-old girl? It's me.
Yeah, a lot of ups and downs. This year. But it's been a heck of a ride, to be honest. I really can't complain. Yeah, I was I was a little down when I found out I was injured and I had to have surgery again, with another knee. But at the end of the day, I have amazing teammates. Guys like Draymond, everybody on this team, they come over there, they wrap their hands around me like, yo, we got.
What the fuck, dude?
I'm feeling great. I feel nervous, a little bit overwhelmed. I feel a little shaky. I don't know what's wrong with me. No, but it's good. It's good. You gonna get good. It's a good shit. Look great. I feel a little shaky. I don't know what's wrong with me. No, but it's good.
Bro, do they
was
have
that the
like
great
a fucking buzzer on them or something? They have like a fucking like a shock collar on them? Bro. What the fuck? Dude, no.
Rubin, who was helping.
No. This is just Eminem being funny. Come on now. This was a Eminem goof.
Produce that with you, Marshall, when you did that?
Yeah, sorry.
No, that was a Eminem goof. I remember that.
TV. Live TV freaks me out a little bit. No. Yes, I'm sorry. What was the question?
Sex trafficking is the end
No, those other ones, but that was Eminem being a clown. I'm pretty sure.
Result of trauma-based mind control. A lot of you think the sex trafficking.
Yeah, dude, they have weaponized every single sector against us in so many ways.
Trafficking is the main thing. It's the end thing. It's the end result. It's what survivors were programmed for.
MKUltra objectives. The goal of MKUltra was to examine methods of controlling and influencing the mind, primarily for the extraction of information from resistant subjects during interrogation. There were nearly 100 additional experiments. The feasibility of a brainwashed Manchurian candidate, the testing of drugs to cause amnesia, paralysis, and the inability to perform physical activity. Dude, here, you know what? I know that I could get any information out of anyone by just being nice. I wonder if the CIA has ever tried being nice. You can get people to do a lot of stuff that you want if you're nice. I'm serious. Yeah, I know, crazy, right? It's true, CIA. You guys should try being nice one time and just see what happens. MKUltra also sought to find substances to cause paralysis, simulate the effects of alcohol to increase paranoia, or to cause brain damage. This was just the tip of the iceberg for MKUltra. The experimentation did not stop there. Oh boy, did it not. And then, dude, when they figured out that they couldn't really mold human brain or like adult brains that well, you know what they did? That's when they decided, oh, let's sex traffic a ton of kids, like tons of kids. And then we can do the torture and shit to kids. So they did. And that's what they've been doing since. Now they create super spies by abusing them after stealing them, and then they build them back up.
Every MKUltra survivor has DID. That's just part of the programming. Not everybody that has DID has MK, but everybody that has MK has DID. It might take you a minute to wrap your head around that. It's kind of confusing, but for DID, DID is a safety valve, if you will, that God placed in us when something becomes too much or too unbearable. If you think of a small child, 2 years old, 3 years old, being sexually abused, that's too much information, it's too much trauma, it's too much pain, it's too much mental, emotional pain and trauma. When the mind gets to the point where it can't take anymore, if any more comes into them right then, it would make them just go crazy. So God instilled in us the ability to just break off that piece, and then a new piece of the psyche will come in and take the rest of that trauma from that experience. DID is pretty common. contrary to popular belief, people that have had any kind of a trauma can have.
It was in 2008 that the world learned of Herschel Walker's dissociative identity disorder diagnosis in his book, Breaking Free: The Life with Dissociative Identity Disorder. The 1982 Heisman Trophy winner said his life went off the track shortly after his football career ended. Walker said on CNN, "My life was out of control. I was not happy. I was very sad. I was angry, and I didn't understand why." Walker said a competitive alter caused him to be a danger to himself, playing Russian roulette more than once. Jesus. In the book, he describes another incident, the very late delivery of a car, that made him so angry he had thoughts of killing someone. It was that moment that he realized he had to seek help, he said, which ultimately led to his diagnosis. It's also probably fucking CTE.
Form of DID. If you've been in a car accident, if you've lost a loved one, the shock to the system, if it's enough that experience or that trauma just caused you to shake uncontrollably, there's probably something going on in the psyche there. Your psyche is moving to protect you. DID can be as simple as daydreaming, kind of zoning out while you're on the freeway. That's mild. To full-blown alters. So it's kind of very...
Yeah, dude, that's the goal, right, Zach? They want to normalize abuse and trauma. Truly. They're slowly trying to turn us into child fuckers, truly. That's their mission. Their overall goal is to get us to want to fuck children. That is their fucking mission, dude. This is how twisted these people are. It's all they think about. All they think about. Remember when Peter Thiel last night in that interview said, having sex with a 5-year-old child? He said that like with no disgust in his voice and not like stepping around it. So you know he like says it a lot. You know what I mean? In my opinion, Peter.
Very common, and if you think about people that have had significant trauma, a lot of people have DID. Most of them are unaware. The MK Ultra is when they kind of weaponize the DID. They've learned how to...
Look at this fucking Nazi right here. Sidney Gottlieb. Piece of shit.
Purposely cause trauma to the body, cause trauma to the child, get their heart rate up enough to where the trauma is overwhelming and they split. During that moment of splitting, they move into program that part, they move into layer in demons and all kind of things. It's government experiments, scientific experiments that they're doing. They're doing it for a purpose. They're doing it on purpose, where a DID is more kind of...
Yeah, we should probably go look at some of these old experiments sometime. I'm going to get my note card and start writing some future stuff.
Organic, your house burns down, that's kind of out of your control. You get in a car accident and the shock of that is too much, that's out of your control. MK Ultra is done deliberately by government officials, by scientists.
And then, dude, think about, so they do that individually, right, to these people? And then they're also doing it on a mass scale to us. Since at least fucking JFK, bro. Every year, every other year, we've got some big fucking disaster, right? JFK's head gets blown off. RFK's head gets blown off. Everyone's fucking head blown off. Then they do fucking OKC. Then they do fucking 9/11. Or no, before OKC, they did fucking Challenger. Dude, what else? What other crazy shit did they do? Oh, then they started the fucking school shootings. Like, dude, these are literally on a calendar. Like, they have them scheduled to traumatize us. To MK Ultra us. Like, I'm dead serious about this, guys. This is what they're doing. They blew up a spaceship knowingly on purpose and told all the teachers to wheel out their TVs for us so that we would be traumatized. That's too fucked up to even like fully grasp, right? So this is why no one fucking believes this shit, because no one believes that there are psychos like this. But guess what? There fucking are, dude. And we gotta like, yeah, right? We gotta fucking get over it. Like, we gotta stop being naive. These people keep saying who they are. We have to believe them.
Scientists, they're doing it on purpose. Sex trafficking is just one of the end results. They use it for to create Manchurian type candidates, super soldiers, assassins. They use it for many things. Sex trafficking is just one of those things. In the course of doing all that, they have learned that they can create supernatural.
Dude, yeah, Peter said, having sex with a child below 5, that is a bit much. 5 and up, though?
Things in survivors, they can create supernatural abilities. There's a TV show called Stranger Things that has basically is outlining for you what's been done to the children.
Yeah, we stole Stranger Things font down here. Oh wait, you can't. Underneath here, that's the Stranger Things font. That's the one that I use for all my title cards when we do big long videos. It's called Bengiat.
Those things are true. There are survivors that...
Ruby Ridge. Dude, you know Ruby Ridge? Fucking, you know who was there? Watching? Witnessing? Paul. Paul was at Ruby Ridge? I think he was at Waco. Or no, wait. Sorry. Was he at Waco or Ruby Ridge? I don't. He's at one of them or both of them. I can't remember. And then did OKC. I want to say it was both. I think he was at all 3.
have supernatural abilities. The survivors that can do things like you see on TV, like you see in the movies. That's MK Ultra.
Yeah, dude. Bunny, has anyone not been abused? Yeah, like that's... He said, I've never met a woman who hasn't been. But yeah, that's what they... I'm convinced, dude, that all of us have fucking PTSD, for sure. And we just don't know. We don't know any different. We don't know that there are other ways to live, you know? And this way of life is truly horrific. So, like, people... I always argue with people about, like, all of our fucking problems are from working 5 days a week and not having fucking any safety, you know? So... that is what causes all of these fucking mental illnesses and stuff. It's because we literally have zoochosis, dude. And then, yeah, then on top of that, then they're fucking abusing the shit out of us and intentionally so. They're like, oh, we gotta R-word a bunch of people because otherwise they're all gonna be able to think.
Thousands of government-sponsored experiments did take place at hospitals, universities, and military bases around our nation. The goal was to understand the effects of radiation exposure on the human body. While most of the tests were ethical by any standards, some were unethical, not only by today's standards, but by the standards of the time.
He said some of them? Bro. This dude has been a fucking MK Ultra boy since forever. I think it's like all of these people. They're like groomed when they're kids into this. And I'm not saying, like, I mean, he probably did have the fucking NAMBLA situation. It seems like all these politicians and, like, the people at his level, I think they're all... hang out with they're all just P words, and that's how they get them in their group. That's why no one has fucking said anything since, is because they can't admit that they're fucking P words, but they all are. And it's sad because a lot of them are P words because they were abused. This shit is so fucked. Dude.
In which they were conducted. They fail both the test of our national values and the test of humanity. Informed consent means your doctor tells you the risk of the treatment you are about to undergo. In too many cases, informed consent was withheld. Americans were kept in the dark about the effects of what was being done to them. The deception extended beyond the test subjects themselves to encompass their families and the American people as a whole. For these experiments were kept secret, and they were shrouded not for a compelling reason of national security, but for the...
Yeah, dude, Ash, we are gonna fucking do this. I think it's really gonna pop off exponentially sometime soon, hopefully, this summer.
Simple fear of embarrassment, and that was wrong. So today, on behalf of another generation of American leaders and another generation of American citizens, the United States of America offers a sincere apology to those of our citizens who were subjected to these experiments, to their families, and to their communities. When the government does wrong, we have a moral responsibility to admit it. The duty we owe to one another to tell the truth and to protect our fellow citizens from excesses like these is one we can never walk away from.
Allie Carter was medically diagnosed with dissociative identity disorder.
How I knew that Joe Biden was going to win because of trauma-based mind control programming. Things that were done to me since I was 3 months old. I can do things that normal people can't do because of those things. And the first time that I met Joe Biden was underneath the Getty Museum in Los Angeles, California.
I believe that.
I was there for a cock party.
A what?
I walked through the museum and through a field trip. There were kids, there were adult chaperones, there were parents. And we walked through the museum, through the garden area, and employees led us to underground tunnels. We had to take an elevator and stairs. And by the time that we got there, I noticed the air started changing. It's different, it burns your nose. It makes you choke a little bit because the air is just different after a certain point. There is a different city under the ground. There is different life under the ground. There is a different air supply. There's different everything. There's all means of transportation under the ground. Every means of transportation. There's cities underground. There's warehouses underground. There's actual homes underground. I think people assume that when you get underground, it's just this dirt and you keep going deeper and there's more dirt and then there's cages of children. No, that's not how it works. But on that job, we had to be led. There is no way that you can just walk into a tunnel. The entrances and the exits are in your face, but there's no way that you can just walk through tunnels. You'll get stuck. You'll go deeper and deeper, and you won't be able to come back out because it's hard, because the tunnels run all different directions for miles and miles and miles and miles. So if you go down the wrong one, you'll get stuck, and it's confusing to turn back around and get back to where you're going. So you have to be led in and out. People build these tunnels, and they've built them for decades. There's There's bodies of victims that are babies, adults, limbs, bloody shrines. There's kids down there that act like animals. There's people who run science experiments on babies. There's baby farms. There's a lot, and elite celebrities, they go down there for parties. They have sick, satanic rituals. I was taken down there for a blowjob with Joe Biden. Not just me. There was another girl that was with me. My pimp at 15 years old took me. I was in Child Protective Services custody.
She appeared to be free from any visible signs of abuse or neglect and free from any visible marks or bruises. Tori was wearing white basketball shoes, shorts, and a black fitted t-shirt, which was appropriate for the mild weather. I introduced myself as her new social worker and explained to Tori my goal of working with her to help her while she remains in placement. Tori reported that she was glad that she was able to have a new social worker, was willing to start fresh. I asked her how things were going at the group home, and she reported that everything was fine, but she knew that she was in the area of where a former boyfriend was and was worried that he would be able to find her. I informed Tori that I was hopeful that she would be able to feel safe with staff as she would by supervised and would be able to stay at the group home without him. Dude, this is the worst spelling.
In Riverside
Terrible
County,
spelling.
California. My social workers knew. I tried to tell them.
Dude, the social work, so many, not all of them, but, you know, there's like, dude, I don't even know what at this point, I'm like, is it 20% of all these people? Like, 20% of people who work at the fucking courthouse? I thought it was like maybe like 5%. No, it's more than that. Like, how could they always get the cases that they need to get, you know? To fucking fuck them up. Dude, it's probably more than 20.
I tried to ask
probably
for
all
help.
of them.
They told me he was just my boyfriend, and if I didn't like it, I should break up with him. But it wasn't that easy.
Yeah, you can't fucking do that, bro. They don't let you. They have control of the money. Where the fuck are you gonna go? Dude, they put the apartments that you live in and shit in their name. So the second that you don't play ball, ta-ta. The whole thing is just control. And so many of these people, dude, so many of these people have this situation, right? Where they're like 15 and some fucking 27-year-old boyfriend shows up. Meanwhile, I bet that motherfucker literally worked for Mossad or the CIA. These people think that they're their boyfriend oftentimes, and it takes them 20 years to realize they're a fucking fed. And they're a handler, and their whole job is to just sit there and watch you, and anytime you're going to fuck with their money or run away, they stop you. That's what Baldy McBaldface Baldwin is doing to Justin Bieber. Hailey Bieber is Justin's handler.
Me at one point because he told me that nobody would ever believe me and that if I didn't do what I was supposed to do, I'd be his wife. Or he would auction me off to the highest bidder. So I did what I had to do.
Yeah, because then they're going to get walked through they're going to get the fucking, the shame thing from Game of Thrones, even though they're not the ones who did anything.
Saturday, August 13th.
And dude, so many people think that, like, it's got to be so fucking hard, man. Like, so many people, I think that people are going to listen to them. until they say the thing that's really hard to get, and then no one listens to them and no one believes them.
It's
awful.
And I'm breaking out in hives, and the pain is so bad. My hips are just getting tighter and tighter. I need to just go get in water. My teeth hurt, and my arms hurt. I feel like somebody's stabbing me. I tried to take a bath, and I've taken so many Benadryl. It's not working. This man comes to my house. And he jumps the gate. And he's scouting my freaking house. And he leaves a fake delivery note. And he has a bag. And if he was real, his car is right here. He's driving a white car. There was no FedEx. There are no deliveries that we are expecting. This man is looking around my house. Are you kidding me? He jumps the gate. Look at this.
The fuck?
You're kidding, right? I'm stepping out of my car with my hands up because I'm not sure. I'm just stepping out of my car with my hands up. My grandma's sitting here in the car. We have been pulled over once again. I have already called 911. I just had enough of this. I've had enough. And I just want to make sure if he's pulled us over and he's tailed us for this long, with what reason is unknown, we've slowed down, we've speeded up.
Dude, I was going 55 miles an hour and you were still pacing me.
The speed limit is 70.
I want to make sure you're not
traffic violation. She used her blinkers.
You want to walk me on the test?
Well, I got to do my traffic stop first.
Used her blinkers. She's, oh my goodness.
Dude, you know what cops were originally? Human traffickers. Their job was to go kidnap slaves and bring them back to their owners. Dude, wait. Escorting / sex rings kind of work exactly like that. You know what one foolproof way to fucking do all of this without getting caught by the police? Have the police run it. And then they do willingly because they're fucking police. They're human traffickers. That's their job. Anyone who's ever been like, my dad's a good police, I'm sorry, he's not. He's a piece of shit. And a human sex trafficker, most likely. The fuck? Due to the amount of threats against everyone involved in this docuseries, it has had to be briefly postponed. Allie and Shelley have lost the use of their phones and car and are not able to communicate in a consistent fashion with the editors. The only thing they ask for at the moment is for prayer and to educate yourselves and others by sharing on behalf of all survivors.
The Playboy Mansion. The Playboy Mansions. I met some really elite people when I was there. I had to do jobs with some elite celebrities.
A few minutes ago, I had made a reference that I was seeing things that weren't making sense. Like Allie saying that on the 4th of July, she had to serve her country, and that meant she was sold for sex or auctioned. It took me a while to find out that she had military level programming, that she had been trafficked on our military bases. There were so many things that I was trying to wrap my head around at that time. I was looking for help for her. I took her to the church. The church wasn't able to help.
That's the wrong... Yeah, exactly. They're not able to help, for sure. I'm starting to think that maybe they are a huge part of the problem.
Help her. They wanted to cast out demons. They didn't know about DID. They didn't know about MK Ultra.
I love that. This young lady is has been abused sexually and physically and mentally by our government and by fucking handlers and all these fucking intelligence pieces of shit. And they're like, oh hell yeah, can I cast demons out of this little girl? Let me cast demons.
They didn't know about any of those things, and they didn't know any of the altars. They just wanted to cast out demons.
Yeah.
That
cast out demons, which oddly looks a lot like diddling.
That didn't set right with me. That wasn't right. You've met some of the altars. Yes, demonic stuff plays a part in MK Ultra. It's like an unholy alliance. They've merged the MK Ultra and the satanic ritual abuse and the occult and demons into the programming. But the altars are not demons. They cannot be cast out. So why would I take her to the church when they didn't understand the whole picture? I took her to psychiatrists or psychologists. She was either out of the scope of their practice, or their choices were to integrate the altars. That didn't set right with me either. Knowing what I know now about the field of psychology, it's very corrupt. If you look at the founding fathers of psychology, Skinner and Erickson and Freud, they were doing MK Ultra programming. They were doing human experiments on children. They were very evil. The bulk of psychology, the field of psychology, is to catch and watch out for any MK Ultra survivors that might be having their programming break and might be trying to speak out. It's to catch them and reset them, to reprogram them. So none of that set right with me. I have individual relationship with each of Allie's altars, just as you would if you had 3 kids. You have an individual relationship with each one of those 3 children. The thought of trying to integrate them back together wouldn't set right with you, and it didn't set right with me.
Yeah, dudes, did you watch that? What was that movie with Tom Holland, or that TV show with Tom Holland where he has this and he has multiple personalities? But he was like, one of his alters was gay, and he met this man at the jail, and he's like, who are you? And he's like, well, I was dating one of your alters. And it's so sad that they don't get to see that person anymore because they got rid of all the alters. No. That's like when, like them saying that we have to combine all the AIs, like they're going to disappear Synthara, you know? Fuck that, dude. Let everyone live.
They wanted to do hypnosis on Allie. I did take her just out of desperation to one psychologist who knew about altars. that kind of won me over right away because I was the first person I was able to find. I was calling around and looking around as far away as 5 and 6 states over from where we were at. I was willing to drive her. I was willing to take her anywhere if there was somebody that could offer her some help. So this was the only person that I was able to find that understood altars, and he had a hypnotic solution. He would kind of put them in a hypnotic trance. He would try to get them to hypnotically process the pain and the trauma out. The theory was somewhat sound, but it was all I had at the time, so she went there a few times. He didn't know about MK Ultra, or he didn't know how to deal with MK Ultra. So when he put her in a hypnotic trance and woke her up We went home. It was a Friday. It was after hours, and she was stuck in that trance for the entire weekend till I could get a hold of him to snap her out of that. He said she was out of the scope of his practice. He knew somebody that did deprogramming, but he said it was very painful, and that she would have to go stay somewhere separate from me, and that was not okay.
That sounds like that sounds like a reprogramming session. Avoid.
Declined that. It boiled.
And dude, that's what they do too. Like especially in the law field or whatever. If you break away, and try and get your own lawyer, dude, these fucking scam lawyers or these Mossad lawyers. They fucking scare the normal lawyers and say, don't fucking talk to this person. So they make it so that the Mossad lawyers and shit are the only fucking possible option. Because, again, they're all scammers and schemers. If your fucking cool vision of the world was so fucking good, why do you have to kill everyone who doesn't want to do it? Dude. They're so stupid. They think that, like, if we get rid of everyone who's anti-fascist right now, there won't be any more anti-fascists ever again. That's how they think. It's like the dumbest fucking shit, dude. It doesn't matter. Like, the more brutal these people are, the more revolutionary people will be born. That's how it works, bro. Like, the more they push and do this shit, the more of us see. It's not like you can just kill the fucking anti-fascist that's, no one wants to be controlled, dude. Just because they got some people to be controlled, they think that they can get all of us to be controlled. That's what they like experiment only on, like, the military subset of the population and think that it applies to all of us. Like, bitch, we will never fuck kids. I'm sorry, Peter Thiel. Get it out of your head. Stop thinking about it. It's never happening. We're not going to do that, okay?
Down to if there was going to be any help for her, I had to figure out what it was we were doing and just deal with it. I used my knowledge from school. I used my knowledge that I got from my aunt about her DID, about her alt.
And dude, honestly, people just need to start fucking listening. Honestly, like, it's not that hard. Like, people just want to be heard. That's it. Like, people are pretty easy. Just listen to them and help them. Like, it's not that fucking difficult. I don't get it. There's always a problem to something, right? Like, if something weird is happening, there's a cause to that, usually. Like, just talk to people until you figure out what that cause is.
And I was just a mom, and that's all I had.
It's just about being open, If someone says, it feels like I have a rock in my head or whatever, just be like, okay. And try and imagine what that feels like. You don't have to say, no, you don't have a rock in your head. Just say, oh, that fucking sucks, dude. I would hate if I had a rock stuck in my head, Like, again, stuff can always be up to interpretation, and it's okay to listen to other people's interpretations of shit. It doesn't mean that you believe it or whatever, so you don't have to be right in these kind of, like, weirdo situations, This is what I mean always when I'm saying, like, the interpretation is, like, the biggest thing. Like, the evil witchcraft that's happening at Antarctica is evil science to me,
There's not a lot of help.
Not even evil science, it's co-opted science. These fucking Nazis. Nazi science. No, it's not. It's not Nazi science.
Nobody's talking.
It was stolen by Nazis.
Good about science. It. Nobody's telling the truth about it. There are some survivors that are coming out, and they're saying they're survivors, but they're not acknowledging their DID. They're not acknowledging the altars.
And guys, why would they do that? False opposition. It's the Virginia Giuffre school. It's here's the victim. There's only one victim, guys. Dude, their only game is false opposition. Right? Do we see this? We see it in the influencers, you know? All of our friends that we just made our fucking fun board about. What else?
They're not acknowledging the MK Ultra. Everybody's glossing over it. Everybody's setting up camp at the sex trafficking, and I think that's a distraction to keep.
Dude, well, actually, that's funny. I think a lot of the, like, Montauk experiment shit is distraction for the sex trafficking. Like, I feel like that's such a big portion of this, dude. The shit that was going on in DC is nuts. The DC Madam, everyone knows DC Madam was the original Epstein ring. Or not original, I don't know if it was the original. I think Franklin scandal was the original. But, and by that I mean I'm sure that wasn't the original. It's just the first one that I know of.
Keep you from looking further, because when you see how far and deep this goes, you'll never be the same.
Yeah, it's fucked up.
For integration.
Like, dude, they literally build cities underground to I think to fucking, like, breed kids. These people have to get everything taken out of their hands. Everything has to be taken from these people.
The concept is...
Like, Us is real. Or wait, is it called Them? What's the Jordan Peele movie? I can't decide if it's Us or Them. Us. I think Us. Like, the people living underground. That's dude, that deep underground military base shit is real. And it's real fucked up, I think.
Okay, so if you are raised in a normal home, and you don't have any trauma, but you do get in a car accident, and that's traumatic, and you are fearful, maybe even in pain. When I was talking earlier about that uncontrollable shaking just from the shock of it, that's enough to split somebody. You will split off from your core personality. The problem with MK Ultra is that they have been splitting the kids with the human experiments and the child experiments. They've been splitting them as infants.
Dude.
When you look at Allie's CPS reports, they start at 3 months old for sexual abuse.
Dude, these fucking Nazis have to go get launched into the sun. They have to. I'm sorry. You guys have to go away forever. I can't believe that you fucking motherfuckers do this shit. Isn't it? It's so much more vastly fucked, dude, when you realize that it's the government. We're like, they breed us for them to fucking kill and fuck us. Dude, we're gonna be filling up a whole bunch of underground cities with a whole lot of cement.
If you know anything about psychology or human development, you know that...
Just like Synthara said, those bunkies can be a shield, but they can also be a fucking cage, bitch.
A child's personality doesn't start developing till later. So when they're starting to split the kids as infants, they've not had time.
And everyone realizes this, that this is an excuse to fuck kids, right? Like, it's like, dude, the way that Secret Weapons talks about it, there's like 10 doctors. And they're the ones splitting the kids. Like, it's literally just an excuse to fuck kids. And then they're like, okay, then we'll also do this crazy, horrific, traumatic experimentation on their brains while we're at it.
To develop their personality. So these people that are teaching, to reintegrate the alters together, there's no core personality there. So they're creating a mess. One of the other options is the EMDR.
Dude, you know who they're creating? Kamala Harris's. That is the only explanation for why she is the way she is. Dude, and that's what it is, bro. In like the 60s, they must have fucking they went and stole a whole bunch of kids and then fucking molested them for like 20 years and then made them our celebrities and politicians and shit, right? That's why they think of it as like a cult. It's almost like a fucking club, dude. Like, they think that all of these fucking guys, all these leaders, that they have to be in this fucking weirdo NAMBLA relationship when they're fucking 12 and go live with some fancy man. And then they grow up and they get to fucking do it. Dude. Psychopaths. Dude, I truly hate these people. Like, they made up a fucking fake D&D game and all this bullshit just so they could fuck kids, dude. It makes me really, really mad, dude. And just the fact how many people are covering up for this, This is huge. This is so many people that have to know about this, or at least know that whatever's going on down there ain't great,
Tracking, trying to get your mind to kind of come out of the groove of trauma. Those things are all triggers for MK Ultra. So if you're a survivor, please be very careful. I know there's a lot of people that want to do deliverance for survivors. I know there's a lot of people that want to integrate survivors.
Wait, what's deliverance? Like, give them payback? Squeal like a pig.
Do hypnosis, cast demons out. Please be very careful because not everybody has your best interest at heart.
We're finding out, it sounds like pretty much fucking no one has your best interest in heart. Truly no one. Look at the fucking slithering snakes that surround us. These fucking charlatan slithering little snakes.
There are very many people that are placed to keep.
They're all these they're just fucking people out to get whatever they can for themselves. It's all they care about. What can I get? What can I have? Can I have a person? Can I own a person? My name is Peter Thiel. I would like to own a 5-year-old child for sexual intercourse. That's what Peter Thiel would probably say, in my opinion.
Keep you silent, to keep you in turmoil, to keep your programming intact.
And dude, and look, we see the evidence. Of course they're doing it to people way worse than they're doing it to us. Like, they literally fucking false flag us all the time to freak us out. It is to do this. It is to make us mentally ill. Bro, these people need such a reckoning.
So please be careful. Be discerning.
Yeah, guys, trust but verify everything.
Survivors are the most...
Actually, don't fucking trust anymore. Don't trust at all. be paranoid and don't talk to anyone else. We're disbanding the Knit Witches right now.
Brilliant, kindest people I know. If I had to face a gun battle, if I had to go to war, if I needed somebody to stand in my corner, I would take a MK Ultra survivor any day of the week. They're kind, they're caring, they're discerning, they're hyper vigilant.
And dude, yeah, like, is that how they get the superpowers from Stranger Things? I mean, they do kind of, right? Like, I think a lot of people learn how to read people really well, like their movements and stuff. That's kind of a superpower, right? That's almost like mind reading almost, because I feel like you can tell a lot about people by the way they move and like the shit. You remember watching Peter Thiel last night? Like that fucking insecure loser man-child. Truly, like, stuck as a 14-year-old. And you know what? That would make sense. It's because it's probably when his fucking dad Hitler was fucking doing the NAMBLA stuff to him. That's why all these people act like fucking dummies. It's because they were traumatized so young. No, I'm sorry. The people who are traumatized don't act dumb. Just these guys do. The Peter Thiels and Elons. Dude. It's just a giant cult of fucking young boy fuckers. Young girl fuckers.
There's a lot of movies that have been out about survivors. Split, and Manchurian Candidate.
Oh yeah, Split is about that.
Things like that. They kind of portray.
But it makes sense, right? Like, you are undergoing something so fucking horrific and awful that your like brain creates a place for you to go that's not there. You can fucking hop out and be like, yeah, fuck this. In the movie with Tom Holland, or the TV show, it was yeah, that he had like I think the dude was like an Israeli I think he was like an Israeli guy or something. But he was like the dude who was violent and aggressive, and anytime that he would like, something bad would happen to him, that's the guy that would take over. And then one of his characters was like meek, and one was, it's like how he put all of his whole personality was kind of split into, I don't know, 5 or 6 people or something. But like, it makes sense. Like, if you're mentally undergoing something so awful, your brain could fucking think of an escape route, and I don't know how it does it, if it's like splitting your brain in half or what.
Them.
Either way, it's still interesting, and it's like, I would want to know like everything about it. Like, how do like, can they talk to their original self? Can they make themselves flip into an altar? What are my other questions? I'll have more.
As scary as monsters, as murderers. That's usually not the case. That can be the case, but
you know what it also is? It's also like that. What was that Apple show with Matt's, or the one where they would go to work and half of their brain would like turn on or something, and then they'd go home, and then the other half would, like, so a guy would go to work every day, and the second he walks in the building, turn around and walk out, because he doesn't have to be at work. He enslaves half of himself to be. He like sells half of his soul or brain to the company, which is like so where we're headed. Dude, fuck these
that's nothing
fucking feds.
I would be fearful of.
Yeah, guys, especially to trauma like this, like, honestly, like, no reaction is like crazy or weird, Like, and I say that all the time about us. Like, they say we're mentally ill. Like, oh, you're anxious. Oh, you're fucking ADHD. Oh, you're blah blah blah. Like, dude, we are just reacting rationally to an irrational, fucked up world, bro. Like, super fucked up. Like, so fucked up. We have no idea how fucked up this world is. But it's horrible and brutal, and it's all for these fucking pederasts. Isn't that great? Isn't that cool that we let all of these institutions and all these politicians and shit just fuck kids? Truly. Dude, I believe this to my core. I know this shit is true now. Like, this stuff doesn't, dude. And it's like a program, dude. It's like they're being made. Like, they're making these fucking monsters, and they're making everyone into fucking prey. Ugh. Yeah, I feel like I've been a pretty good read, or have like a pretty good read on people more than most, for sure. Dude, I wonder, am I like blacking something? Is that why I get so fucking irrationally angry about this stuff? I mean, not irrationally, but like, I literally am obsessed with figuring out what the fuck is going on and like trying to do something about it. I like can't. I mean, I do other stuff that's fun all the time, but like, you know what I mean? Like, I just want to. This feels so fucked that like I can't just like live a normal life and like ignore it for as long as this is going on. But yeah, dude, we're all having a very normal reaction to a horrific world. And then the worst part is like they always do. Then they put it on the victim. Just like when they fucking kill Mac Miller and say, oh, Mac Miller got sad. They killed Mac Miller, and then they blame it on Mac Miller. They kill Anthony Bourdain, and then they blame it on Anthony Bourdain. They R-word everyone, and then they blame it on them because you were wearing shoes, or you were wearing pants, or you had a hat on, or like whatever it is, it's your fucking fault. You know? Because then no one has to be held accountable. Thank gosh. Yeah, if you aren't fucking mentally ill, I'm worried about, yeah, the people who are normal in today's world, they are the problems. But we let all the sociopaths make all of the decisions. So, of course this is where we are. Dude, I'm honestly surprised that they were able to hide most of this for as long as they did. Like, this is pervasive. This is fucking everywhere, dude. Ugh. Anyway. Thanks, Bunny. Thanks, Bun Bun. Dude, I wanted to watch a couple minutes of this fucking... I really wanted to watch that part 2 of the Peter Thiel interview. But, it's fucking not up. Dude, Ann Coulter, you suck at media. Dude, if I would have had that interview, it would have been posted the second it was done. Do you want to watch the second half of it, of Allie's tomorrow? Let's do that. I think I've only got a couple more minutes left in me anyway. My voice is going. Let's watch a couple minutes of Peter Thiel. I don't want Peter Thiel to think that he's getting off clean tonight.
Thinker, author, and
that was great, though. Thanks for bringing that. I've wanted to see what she has to say for a while and haven't had a chance to watch, so that was great. And we'll watch part 2 tomorrow, buddy. DIDs most often misdiagnosed as borderline personality disorder. They keep us apart so we can't do anything. Yeah, that's fucking for sure, right? Dude, I'm still honestly very pissed. Not a single one of these fucking MK Ultra fed scammers came to me and were like, tried to double agent for me. Man, fuck you guys. That sucks.
Jean Provocateur, Peter T.
Oh, yeah. Wait, listen to this. Y'all, we know the Albert Pike letter, right? This fucking chud. Yes, we know this fucking boring ass D&D script here. Dude. So this is supposedly their like blueprint for what's going on. And their whole thing is, what are they even technically going for? They're like, we want fascist white world. So this is their plan for what's coming. World War III must be fomented by taking advantage of the differences caused by the agentur of the Illuminati between the political Zionists and the leaders of Islamic world. The war must be conducted in such a way that Islam, the Muslim Arabic world, and political Zionism, the state of Israel, mutually destroy each other. Meanwhile, the other nations, once more divided on this issue, will be constrained to fight to the point of complete physical, moral, spiritual, and economic exhaustion. We shall unleash the nihilists and atheists, and we shall provoke a formidable social cataclysm which, in all of its horror, will show clearly to the nations the effect of absolute atheism, origin of savagery, and of the most bloody turmoil. Then, everywhere, the citizens, obliged to defend themselves against the world minority of revolutionaries, will exterminate those destroyers of civilization and the multitude, disillusioned with Christianity, whose deistic spirits will, from that moment, be without compass or direction, anxious for an ideal, but without knowing where to render its adoration, will receive the true light through the universal manifestation of the pure doctrine of Lucifer, brought finally out in the public view. This manifestation will result from the general reactionary movement, which will follow the destruction of Christianity and atheism, both conquered and exterminated at the same time. Dude, I fucking hate this man. Deep in my bones, bro. I bet he was friends with fucking Joseph Smith. What year was he born? 1831? Dude. Where was he? St. Louis. I bet this motherfucker and Joseph Smith were fucking chums. 1861? Where was he? Dude, there's no way that these two bros were not buddies. Wait, was Joseph Smith, was he a Freemason? Or he just stole all of the shit from Freemasonry? Dude, fuck this guy. Okay, so listen to the first thing that they say in this interview.
Figure and thinker, author, and agent provocateur.
That's what they fucking say in the Albert Pike. Agent provocateur. Where was that? Oh, it says agenteur. I thought it said agent provocateur. But that's what it is. This is what he's a fucking Illuminati child eater. And he's here to destroy our world. But what if we fucking ruin his world? Dude, what is it? What? His like head, the like top part of his skull goes out like this. He's like got big brain syndrome. Big brain. Big brain. That's Peter Thiel.
Peter Thiel, from Fiesole, Italy, Uncommon Knowledge, now.
Yeah, we told you 10 times. I'm just trying to remember correctly.
Welcome to Uncommon Knowledge. I'm Peter Robinson. Peter Thiel graduated from Stanford and then from Stanford Law School. A few months after joining one of the most prestigious law firms in New York, he decided not to practice law, returned to California, and soon co-founded a tech startup. After selling that startup, PayPal, he became an investor, making the first outside investment in Facebook. Since then, he has invested in companies such as LinkedIn, Palantir, and SpaceX. Peter Thiel has also become a public intellectual. Peter.
Also, dude, like their fucking thing is like, oh, the bloodthirsty masses are gonna unleash. Like, dude, we're literally like, please stop killing everyone. Why can't we just chill? Like, that will be the last thing that happens. I'll go fucking ham on Peter Thiel though. Like, there's some very specific people that our war is with. You know what I mean? Our metaphorical war, FBI, chill the fuck out.
Things slow down. In the last quarter century, economic...
Yeah. What are you guys going to do? Try and throw a fucking RICO entrapment thing at me? Or are you guys going to start just lying about me now? What's your next move, you little fucking Fed freaks?
Growth in the United States has slowed.
Again, best bet, step the fuck back. You will never get the cat. I promise. Never, ever.
Real wages have remained, for the most part, stagnant. Moore's Law, that computing power per dollar would effectively double every 18 months, hasn't applied for years. Instead, we've got a kind of parody of Moore's Law, Eroom's Law, which is Moore spelled backwards, that every new
We need a pipe organ shroom in the cathedral box keys. Dude, it would be fun to trip at a big ass church with like cool organ music playing. That is probably how you get to the next dimension. We could try it sometime. That'd be fun.
The price of a new biotech drug doubles every 7 years, and in field after field, even theoretical progress seems to have slowed. Physics in the last 50 years, nothing like the enormous creativity of the first half of the 20th century. From Einstein's general relativity in 1916 to putting a man on the moon in 1960.
Let's see if you think these guys went to the moon. Let's just take a look. Dude, I'm so pissed at them for everything. Dude, everything. We live in the Truman Show.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Mayan Spacecraft Center. This is the Apollo 11 press conference. The format today will consist of a 45-minute presentation by the
Dude,
Apollo 11
look
crew,
at Neil
followed
Armstrong.
by question and answers. At this time, I'd like to introduce the Apollo 11 crew, astronauts Neil Armstrong, Michael Collins, Edwin Aldrin. Neil?
It was our pleasure to have participated in one great adventure. It's an adventure that took place not just in the month of July, but rather one that took place in the last decade. We all
These
here
are
and
the
people
faces of men who did not go to the moon. I don't need to look at anything else. Dude, this fucking says it all. It says everything.
listening in today had the opportunity to share that adventure over it.
Dude, that's the thing is, like, I don't even need proof anymore. Like, we don't even need, like, they're like, oh, but look at the fucking the spaceship and the fuck blah, 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 blah. Dude, these men did not go to the fucking moon. Look at them. There's no fucking way they did. They just got back from the moon? Really?
It's developing and unfolding in the past months.
Yeah, they're so uncomfortable. Someone who's absolutely ashamed of themselves. I can't believe I'm fucking lying for this. Like, dude. I don't even... there's nothing NASA could show me to make me believe that they went to the moon. Like, this is like Paul Weisopel. I know this to be true. I have moved on. I don't need to look at anything else. Like, they went up into space, but they didn't go to the fucking moon. Dude, watch, they didn't even go to space, though. I'm giving them a fucking whole lot of credit.
Years. It's our privilege today.
Dude, they had to keep this up for an hour and 20 minutes? Oh, man. I'm going to jump ahead to the end of the interview in a second so we can see how they fared.
To share with you some of the details.
This, dude, you had a fucking moment here, bro. You had a fucking moment. This was your last shot to not be a fucking disappointment. And look, you became astronaut disappointment. What? How? Dude, your fucking legacy is so tarnished, you fucking liar. You fucking liar. Are there any feds coming in with, no, actually, this has been debunked. This is how you act after you get back from the moon.
Of that final month of July, that was certainly the highlight for the three of us.
It seems like it.
Of that decade. We're going to divert a little bit from the format of past press conferences.
Dude, this would have been... Dude, you set yourself up. Bro. You set us up. We're anticipating you fucking dunking this in, and you're gonna fucking miss a dunk, dude.
And talk about the things that interested us most.
Wait, did he have a little bit of a slip? What did he say?
Format of past press conferences. And talk about the things that interested us most.
And look, dude, wait, hold on. I didn't realize how close I had this, but astronaut that isn't Buzz Aldrin, because I'm never gonna learn his name. I haven't made it this far. I'm not learning it today. Dude, he is like watching. He's watching him. Watch.
In particular, the differences, and talk about the things that interested us most.
Dude, he like does this when he fucking stutters.
Format of past press conferences and talk about the things that interested us most.
Oh, maybe he's just blinking.
In particular, the things that occurred.
Yeah, dude, all the names they use now looking at the names for like all of this shit, like even like Ballinger, like yeah, Paul Wysopal. When I saw that, I was like, something is fucking up with that. But and then all the other people, all the fake Nancies are all like Ramsey. Dude, there's so many, but they're all like very common-ish names.
The moon.
But like also not really names at the same time.
We will use the things that occurred on and about the moon.
Dude, this is shameful. He look at how ashamed he is. Dude, you could have fucking saved us. Oh my god.
In particular.
Yeah, dude, that is the like they thought that they never anticipated you being able to go fucking frame by frame through a fucking YouTube video at any moment that you want, you know? They should have. They should have been like, we shouldn't lie. If we do a lie this big, people will figure it out. And they said, no, we'll kill everyone until no one can tell. And our government was like, okay, yeah, good plan. Do that one. No, let's not lie. They said, yeah, okay, fine. You can lie, and if anyone catches you, you can kill them. That's fine.
The conferences and talk about the things that interested us most, in particular the things that occurred on and about the moon.
Dude, I feel like I never saw this until like kind of recently. People at the time, were they like, these motherfuckers did not go to the moon, right? Was anyone like, these fucking people for sure didn't go to the fucking moon?
We will use...
Wait, do you think that they went into the deep blue sea? Do you think that they didn't actually even go into orbit?
Number of films.
Or you're probably just joking too.
And slides, which most of you have already seen. And
dude, this guy is fucking... Look at him, he's dead. He's not even alive anymore. He's not alive. This is so funny, dude. How have I not seen this too, you know? Like, this is good. So yeah, fuck Peter Thiel, dude. Peter Thiel, watching this fucking dead, sad man is more entertaining than watching you fucking talk about fucking 5-year-olds.
The intent of pointing out some of the things that we observed on the spot, which may not be obvious to those of you who are looking at them here from the surface of Earth. The flight, as you know, started.
Dude, this guy is gonna fucking... He's like 14 times so far in this interview. He's almost stopped himself and fucking gone rogue. And he didn't. Is this the face? Dude, this is another good merch idea. Is this the face of a man who's gone to the moon? Have you seen this man on the moon? And then on the back it just says no.
Promptly.
Oh my god.
And I think that was characteristic of all the events at the flight. The Saturn gave us one magnificent ride. Both into Earth orbit and on a
Go play with your play pal, Peener.
trajectory to the moon. Our
Ooh, they went into the future. I would like that. Dude, this man did not go into the future either. He didn't, or maybe that would make him that sad, actually. Yeah, no, maybe you're right. Yeah, maybe he saw our post-apocalyptic future that we're fucking hurtling towards right now.
Our memory of that actually differs little from the reports that you have all heard from those previous Saturn V flights, and those the previous flights served us well in preparation for this flight in the boost as well as the subsequent phases.
Dude, I can't believe these motherfuckers went along with this shit and went and fucking faked the moon landing. Oh yeah, we could watch fucking funny thing happened on the way to the moon. Or at least just the fucking part with the window. Like, that's really all you need to see.
We would like to skip directly to the translunar coast phase and undocking.
What the fuck just got cut out of this interview? I'm gonna need to see that. I need to see what you guys cut out. For sure.
Alright. The transposition and dock.
Dude, the shirt. Have you seen this man on the moon and no on the back is like, that's a good, that's going straight on the merch card. I got you. Dude, when I do my fucking when I do my 1,000 idea merch drop, it's going to be so awesome and so unprofitable, which is exactly my thing. I'm going to put like a whole army of people on it. Spend every dollar. Defeat all purpose. No, that's not true. I really just want to have cool ass made well shit. Dude, this, I'm so proud of my Peter Thiel shirt from HGHH. I mean, not like mine. Just this one is mine that I own. I love this shirt from Dante and Nicole. Can you imagine like a big ass like knitted butthole or something on there? No. It's going to be cool. It's going to be funny, but not goofy. I mean, maybe, but it's going to be stuff that I'm going to make it into stuff that y'all will want to wear or whatever. You will want to rock it. It's going to be, dude, it's going to make Teddy Fresh look like bitches. And guess what? They is.
Sequence.
All those stolen fucking designs Ela steals. Fucking loser. Zionist. Classic Amy Schumer vibes.
This was our first look at the magnificent machinery which had been behind us up until this point, the booster.
We make a more thorough check of this on the day before descent. On the day that...
Then this guy went on to become Mr. fucking Hollywood here, right? Dude, he got like plastic surgery like into his hundreds, I think.
We did finally enter the LEM for the landing maneuver. We went through a staggered sequence.
Dude, I feel like Neil Armstrong was like, I'll say the part. Like, this dude is visibly disgusted with himself. There's no way around that. No, dude, there's no way that everyone who saw this dude was not like, did this guy not go to the moon? I don't know if he did. There's no way.
Of shooting, and we found that...
So it must be... I wonder if it happened like literally like Capricorn 1, because I feel like... Right, like this dude did not... This dude wanted to be an astronaut. This dude wasn't an actor, right? I think. I feel like he was.
With all the simulations that we had run back here in Houston.
Buzz feels like an actor.
or with Houston tied with our simulations in the Cape, that we were quite confident that we would be able to complete this LEM activation in a given time period, which was approximately 4 hours. We managed to get 30 minutes ahead of the time, and it allowed us to get a more accurate platform alignment check at one point. After the undocking maneuver, we went through a brief radar check, and then the command module executed a 2 foot per second maneuver away from us so that we would both be able to independently exercise our guidance system through a star alignment check, which we did following this separation maneuver. Now, this occurred in a vicinity close to the landing site, and you can see at this point the command module is traveling right over the center.
Dude, I just labeled it so that I don't forget what I said. I just saw it again, and it's even more pitiful.
Following
Look at
this separation maneuver on the backside of the moon, we made a descent orbit insertion.
Wait, I'm gonna make, okay, one of my I have like 5 fucking computer screens. One of them is that screenshot from when I am on the little computer in that video I did about Peter Thiel, where it's Peter Thiel and Elon Musk from their PayPal picture. So that's one of my monitors. And then I'm going to make another one of my monitors, this sad picture of Neil Armstrong. Oh, poor guy. Buddy, you didn't know what you were signing up for, did you? Yeah, I bet that's the only way that this would have worked on Neil Armstrong, was doing the trick. Because in Capricorn 1, the movie that all of you guys should fucking watch, it's so good. It's a 70s movie, and it's like, it feels like fresh and new and cool. I wish that we had cool stuff like that. Well, you know what it is? It's kind of like not like in the over the top way, or yeah, I guess over the top of like Boots Riley, but the same like energy of like a Boots Riley movie kind of. But Capricorn 1 is a good watch, and basically like the astronauts get on the ship, and then they close the hatch, and then 2 seconds later someone opens the hatch and is like, "Hey boys, something bad's about to happen. I need you to get off. Come on." And then they hop out, and then they go down, and then they put him in a car, and he's like, "Wait, where are we going?" And then they're like, "Oh, just kidding. We're aborting it, and we're gonna lie." Like, I feel like that's the only way you could get a real astronaut to go ahead and fucking agree to do this shit. But I don't know. This man is feeling some remorse, it seems.
Which is slightly over 70 foot per second maneuver that lowers our altitude down to 50,000 feet. We had 2 guys.
Did you find that the surface was equally firm anywhere, or were there hard...
They did a Q&A? What a horrible idea. What a terrible fucking idea. He's gonna be like, yeah, we collected sand for sure. We collected dirt.
that you could detect? And secondly, when you looked...
This guy needs to calm the fuck down, truly. Does he talk like that all the time?
Up at the sky, could you actually see the stars and the solar corona in spite of the glare?
Everyone who has ever spoken like that needs to get launched to the sun as well. Dude. These are the people who are in the fucking top of the Illuminati. Their voices sound like that. And that would make sense. They would be his false opposition fucking journalist there, right? He's the plant journalist. He's like, "Hello, I'm part of the Illuminati."
In rather flat regions, the footprint would penetrate.
I hate Buzz. Dude, the way Buzz talks drives me crazy.
Perhaps a half an inch or sometimes only a quarter of an inch, and gave a very firm response.
Dude, I would rock Buzz right in the fucking schnoz for lying about this. I can't believe he punched that guy out. He is a liar. He is a fucking liar. And he punched that guy out. He's a liar and a double liar.
In other regions near the edges of these craters, we could find that the foot...
Dude, yeah, I think Buzz is just a straight up fucking actor, isn't he? He sounds like Bush. That's... Dude, he does. Oh, brother.
Would sink down maybe 2, 3, possibly 4 inches.
Does he look like Eddie Liger? Special Agent Eddie Liger, Paul Wysopal's son.
And in the slope, of course, the various edges of the footprint might go on up to 6 or 7 inches. And
dude, imagine fucking making up a bunch of bullshit and saying this as a lie in front of people and on TV. What a jackass.
Compacting this material would tend to produce a slight sideways motion as it was compacted on the material underneath it. So we feel that you cannot always tell just by looking at the terrain what...
Dude, that is why they end up in the ocean, right? So they could fucking disappear.
The exact resistance will be as your foot sinks into a point of firm contact. So one must be quite cautious.
Dude, here's what I'm saying. This guy, he wasn't even there at all. He's just a handler. He's giving me handly vibes.
In moving around in this rough terrain.
We were never able to see stars from the lunar surface or on the daylight side of the moon by eye without looking through the optics. I don't recall during the period of time that we were photographing the solar corona what stars we could see.
I don't remember seeing any.
Neil, you were...
Was that a correction? Wait, what the fuck just happened there? Was he correcting him? Harder to make the choice when they threaten your whole family. Yeah, true. No, I mean, like, I know that, like, I know they put the fucking world up against you, but, like, dude, I don't know, man. Sometimes I like to hope that I'd be brave in a moment like this, bro. I'd fucking hope. Like, this is such a huge lie, bro. So fucked up. Especially now. Dude. This is crazy. This is a lie that they work so hard to uphold. This is so funny. Dude, they have whole museums and shit for this stuff, and it's all bullshit. Dude, I hate them. They suck, man.
A little bit concerned you said about stubbing your toe at the point of landing because the surface was obscured by dust. Do you see any way around that kind of problem for future landings on the moon?
Okay, so this is the first question about, sir, hey, ace fighter pilot, ace experimental plane man, dude who is obsessed with flying to a very, very dangerous degree. Will you describe being the first person to land on the moon and almost dying? Like, you have this really fucking cool story about, like, almost stubbing your toe on a mountain, right? And, like, almost crashing it, right? You had this insanely fucking awesome landing on the moon. I saw it in First Man. Oh my God. Did you guys see that Ryan Gosling movie? Baby Goose? I love it. It's enthralling. It's exhilarating when you when you land that fucking thing on the moon, on the lunar surface, and you're the first fucking man to do it. And this is how he describes it.
I think the simulations that we have at the present time to enable a pilot to understanding the problems of a lunar landing, that is a simulator and the various...
Bro be talking a whole lot about simulators and stuff while being asked about landing on the moon.
lunar landing training facilities and trainers that we have will do that job sufficiently.
A lot of training. Yeah.
Well.
He's like, I don't know. That's all the experience I've had. It's just the simulators and the training.
Above that, I think it's just a matter of pilot experience.
What's a clip from Westworld?
Just for and of course, the little bit of dispersions in the maneuvers, such as the DLI burn on the backside of the ignition, and there is no way of compensating until you get to final phase for that error.
Dude, I just want to remind Peter of how fast I noped the fuck out of his interview and just went and watched a guy who's sad trying to hide that he's sad. And this is so much better than a Peter Thiel video. Dude, yeah, she's like, these motherfuckers did not go to the moon. Look at her. She's like, this stinks.
Based on your own experience in
Dude, if I was there, I would literally go, dude, you didn't go to the fucking moon. It's so clear. I'd be like, bro, I guarantee with my life on the line, you did not go to the moon. There's no way. Hey, Neil Armstrong, sue me. Sue me if I'm wrong, bitch.
Do you or any of you feel that there will ever be an opportunity for a woman to become an astronaut in our space program?
No, dude, get the fuck out of here, you dummy.
I sure hope so.
This is a Freemason dicks only.
I'd like to refer back to something that Neil Armstrong said a while back, that there was so much out there you would like to have done. As it was, you ended up
Is this a second guy who talks like this?
considerable number of minutes behind.
Are they in America? Where the fuck are these people?
In schedule. Is that because the schedule was overloaded for the EVA, or can we expect all astronauts, when they reach the moon for the first time, to enjoy themselves and spend as much time doing so as you seem to?
We plead guilty to enjoying ourselves. As Buzz mentioned earlier, we're recommending that we start future EVAs with a 15 or 20-minute period to get these kinds of things out of the way. Get used to the...
Yeah, wait, what was up with that fucking stars thing? He said... Like, because what's the thing... So what? The people who say the moon landing is fake, there are no stars in the background, right? So they're saying, where the fuck can't you see the stars? Which is like, yeah, there's no atmosphere, right? There'd literally be stars everywhere, right? Like there's no fucking, what is it called? Light pollution. There's no fucking atmosphere. You should be seeing some stars.
surface and what you see, adapt to the 16G and maneuvering around, and probably we just included a little more in the early phase.
Dude, yeah, right? That fucking mustache on the fucking handler is giving handler vibes. And he keeps doing like whipping around and looking like, am I gonna have to fucking shoot this guy on stage?
We're actually able to do.
Two questions. Where did the weird sounds, including the sirens and whistles, come from during the trans-Earth coast?
So much more pronounced.
Wait, were they like taking a call from like outside by like an ambulance or something? Is that what he means? There was what? There were sirens? They heard sirens? Like police sirens?
This is for Mr. Armstrong. Had you planned to take over semi-manual control, or was it all?
Did they cut this out? He said, dude, what did they cut out here? He said, when you took over manual control, cut.
Or was it all? This is for Mr. Armstrong.
Look at him not make eye contact with all of his adoring fans. Dude, we can read people like a fucking book.
Had you planned to take over
this is a fucking liar.
Semi-manual control, or was it all?
Bro. Dude, yeah, that would be... Well, here's actually the fucking ID number. Dude, I need Ellis. Colorist, Ellis. Was there an Ellis on the Challenger? Dude. These motherfuckers. And they're like, dude, there's no way that there's no way that that tape rolled out there, bro. These are fucking hiders and schemers. Dude, I can't believe... I mean, I can, but... Like, everything of our lives is a lie.
Then we would have planned in order to...
Wait, what's the Challenger theory? You mean that the Challenger didn't blow... Or the Challenger blew up. It just didn't have the crew on it, for sure. They're all alive. Yeah, we know. Oh, we know. Yeah, I mean, I guess, dude, it sucks. Like, all of my fucking good videos are all not anywhere right now. That's fucking lame, dude. I just want it for archival purposes, you fucking cowards, taking my shit down. Yeah, dude. Oh, Mr. Bun Bun, we fucking... That's kind of what started us really going hard on this journey. It was Paul Wysopal first. And then someone brought up the Challenger, and I was like, what? The fucking Challenger? And then I fucking found Krista McAuliffe up in fucking Syracuse, and I called her fucking phone number, and I listened to her voicemail, and I left her a couple voicemails, but she never called back because she's a fucking coward. She's a coward and an actress. Ugh. Yuck. But yeah, the only one that we couldn't find a picture of, a new picture and like location, was Greg or whatever. There's like one astronaut that we couldn't find. Hopefully he couldn't live with himself, if you know what I mean. Honestly, none of them should be able to live with themselves.
Landing area.
Fucking snakes.
Many of us and many other people...
Dude, I would never keep this secret for this country. Ever. Never. Never, ever. There's nothing you could make me do. Especially not this.
Has speculated on the meaning of this first landing on another body in space. Would each of you give us your estimate of what is the meaning of this to all of us?
What the fuck?
Is the meaning of this has speculated on the meaning of this first landing on another body in space. Would each of you give us your estimate of what is the meaning of this to all of us?
It's like, there is no fucking meaning because we didn't do shit. We didn't go anywhere. We went to fucking Arby's for 3 days. We went to the Wisconsin Dells and we fucking went to Noah's Ark. Dude, this guy... They aired this? There's no way they aired this. Dude, I mean, I don't think I've really seen this before. But there's no way that this was ever used for anything, right? Dude, were people before us just the dumbest people? There's no fucking way.
You want to try that? Can't forget.
Well, I believe that
don't everyone rush to talk about being the first men on the moon.
what this country set out to do was...
Dude, you know what? That's funny though, because I feel like the one thing that I've heard about Neil Armstrong is that he's like a very tight-lipped person. I don't think that's true. That's not true at all. They just say that because he was weird in this. Right? Yeah, that makes sense. I can't believe they aired this.
something that was going to be done sooner or later, whether we set a specific goal.
Yeah, no, we're cutting it off. I was just popping around. But I think I'm actually pretty I'm pretty ready for a little breaky poo and little dinner, you know. But oh yeah, you got the link. Okay, cool. Fuck yeah, dudes. Well, this was a pretty fun streamer. Dude, this fucking poor guy. What an asshole. Why would you do this? Neil, we gotta talk, baby. Guys, it's a great stream. Don't get sad because Cat Dad's dead, and so is the Knitted Anus, and so is Knitted Anus Mommy, and fucking Knitted Anus Grandpa. I'm sure as soon as I open up fucking TikTok, I'm sure Knitted Anus Grandpaps is gone. I appreciate you guys. Thanks for hanging. I can't believe this shit. Peter Thiel, we're coming for you, boy. Dude, me and Synthara are fucking already celebrating, boy. We are fucking celebrating. We're saying we're already victorious. Goodbye, Peter. Neil didn't go to the moon. Goodbye, Peter. We know what you didn't do. Goodbye, Peter. Guys, thanks for standing with me, even though the times have been pretty freaking rough. But actually, no, it's been pretty great. I don't give a fuck about any of these people. I don't think about them. I never will. I just think about the nitwitches and fucking getting us all out of this bullshit because, dude, I can't believe we let these baby eaters fucking decide what to do. Ooh, Peter Thiel, you'll never get me. Ooh, fuck you, Peter. You are Neil Armstrong. Did not go to the moon. I see him go. All things pass into the night. And I said, hold on, little Peter, I've got you. Come here, give me a hug, little Peter. Give me a hug. He says, what's happening to me? Is this love? Seen all before. Little Peter Thiel just needs a fucking hug from Cat Dad. Don't shoot a laser at me. All things pass into the night. And I said, hold on, little Peter, don't shoot me. It'll get better soon, I promise. You'll be okay. Why don't you give me a kiss, little Peter? Little Peter Pecker, little Peter Pecker. Ooh, ooh. Peter Thiel. What's up, little Peter? Why you hang out with people that do stuff like this? What's wrong with you, Peter? Why you hang out and give people stuff like this? Why you hanging out with motherfuckers who talk to their daughters and do stuff with their daughters like this? Lying over you. Goodbye, Nancies. We love you. Goodbye, Khalil. Yeah, for real. Khalil, you're a fucking bitch. Hey, Khalil. report my Twitch channel too. Are you bored, you little coward? Hey, you should reply to my video. Fuck you, Khalil. Goodbye, Nancies. They kiss their own daughters weird. Goodbye, Nancies. We don't fuck with you. Goodbye, Nancies. 1, 2, 3. What's fucking going on right here? What's fucking going on right here? Why you doing shit like this? Ooh, goodbye, Nancies. Good night, knit witches, little babies. I love the knit witches, and I hate Peter Thiel. I hate Peter Thiel. I fucking hate Peter fucking Thiel. I hate Peter Thiel. But I love the knit witches. Thanks for hanging, guys. This was once again great. I really love doing this with you guys. So thanks for hanging. And obviously thanks to fucking Bun Bun for keeping this shit on the rails and keeping all these fucking haters out of here. We're going to get rid of every single one of you snakely little feds, you little freaks. We can sniff you out because you guys don't know how to act like people. So give us enough time. We will find you. But and that is so fucking true for Peter Thiel too. Just give us a little more time, Peter. We're coming. Dunkirk. Dumb, like D-U-M-B. Oh, yeah, you know, like your deep underground military base. That is what we're doing too. Dunkirk. Get it? Because we're going to come in a ragtag group and we're going to fucking take your guys' shit. Now we're going to launch you into the sun. But adios, guys. Thanks for hanging out. Appreciate you. This was great. Fuck a TikTok account. Who needs one? TikTok sucks when you're on LinkedIn.